road trip and the final game of a 4-game series, and it's been a road trip in which the Quakes have lost all 7, and so they will look tonight to at least salvage one game on this road trip, and before they head home tomorrow to take on the Lancaster Jethawks. The Quakes come into the ballgame with a record of 21-31. They have dropped to last place over this last week in the Cal League Southern Division, 7.5 behind first place Lake Elsinore, and Inland Empire 24-27. They are 4.5 back in fourth place in the Cal League Southern Division. On the mound tonight for the Quakes is Chris Hunter. Hunter comes into the ballgame with a record of 4-3 and an ERA at 4.12. Hunter, a right-hander. He'll be opposed by left-hander Miguel Martinez, who is 1-1 on the season with a 6.18 ERA. Well, for those of you that were unable to tune in last night to the tape delay broadcast, and or listen online as well here at rcquakes.com. We had a great discussion with manager Ty Boykin, and when we come back, we're going to play the second half of that interview with the skipper as the Quakes pregame show from San Bernardino continues right after this.
A few years ago, a small bank from Rancho, Cucamonga started sending shockwaves through the banking industry. Vineyard Bank rolled through Southern California with a creative force that is changing the way we bank. We created small ripples at first, with innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively, where it would help businesses and families the most. Then our reputation grew stronger thanks to personal bankers with a can-do attitude committed to building lasting relationships. Vineyard Bank's financial performance was off the scale. A fast-growing bank with a rising stock. New, customer-friendly branches offering easy access to your money, opening throughout the Southland. Online banking on our award-winning website at www.vineyardbank.com. That's Vineyard Bank. Proud to be your hometown bank. Proud to support our hometown team. For more information, please call 1-800-442-4996. That's 1-800-442-4996.
Ty, you said on the pregame show yesterday that you can mix and match and you can find guys to put in place, for example, of Jason Sugden with Anderson Rosario in center field. But this is really where managing comes to such a key point. I mean, you've done and have had to do so much true managing in the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's one of those parts of the job that you don't really like, but you know it's gonna come to surface at some point during the year where you have to modify your lineup. Whether it's someone in the batting order or you may have to modify what's on the field. And, you know, anytime you have injuries, that's what's going to happen. The main thing is you just hope the guys get back on the field as quick as possible. And when they get back on the field, they're able to stay on the field. We have guys, you know, we have a great group of kids here. These guys work hard every day. You know, even while we're struggling right now, they're still coming out, getting their early work done, staying positive, working hard. And they're trying to get better. They're trying to do you know, what's expected of them. You know, so right now, you know, we're working. We're trying to work through this, and we're trying to get guys better. And if it takes, you know, putting a guy out of his position, you know, that's what we're going to do. I mean, we have to put guys on the field every night, and we're going to go with what we feel is our best lineup on that particular night.
Staying positive, you said that, and that is such a key here because you go through a stretch, you lost 7 in a row. But you go up to the ball. I mean, the baseball is a great game in that sense that whether you lost 4 in a row, 5 in a row, or even if you won 3 in a row, tomorrow's a new day, and you have to have a short-term memory in this game as a ball player.
You have to. We just had a meeting a couple of nights ago, and that's what we talked about. I mean, the blessing in this game is we play every day. It's not like basketball where you play twice a week. It's not football. You play once a week, and you've got a whole week to prepare for your next game. It doesn't work like that. We've got to let last night go and be ready for tonight. I mean, that's the thing with baseball. You can't dwell on the past. You can't, you know, dwell on the negatives. Even in a loss, you talk about it. You understand what happened. You understand what went wrong, when it went wrong, and you move on. You come out the next day and you know, try to capitalize on your mistakes from the night before, and hopefully come through with the win. You know, for me, it's all about being a competitor and competing every single night. I'm a firm believer that the more you compete, the more successful you're going to be.
And that also includes guys, say, in a ball game, even if you're down by 5 runs and you're 0 for 3 and you're going into that last at-bat. I want to talk about a guy in Brandon Wood. You never give up on an at-bat, and you always see Brandon Wood. He doesn't give up on an at-bat no matter what the game situation is.
Prime example against these guys at home. You know, we're down. He's over 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts, and he comes up in his last at-bat, and he drives in the winning run with a double to right center. So, you know, for me, you know, you got young kids, and it's easy for these kids to get down on themselves, and that's why we've got, I think, an outstanding group of coaches here that, you know, constantly give these guys positive reinforcement. You know, you're going to get on them. You're going to tell them where they messed up and they made the mistakes, but, you know, you tear them down and you build them back up. You know, that's the thing about it. Talk to Brandon Wood the whole game. Keep your head up. You're swinging at good pitches. You know, just one of those days, but you got to be ready for that situation. And, my God, he was ready. He came up in that inning, and I just knew. I had a feeling. I said, if he hits a double right here, the game is over. And Stacia, to his credit, on first base, he told J-Ro, our hitting coach, if he hits a double, I'm scoring. So he's already thinking about it. I'm thinking about it. And, you know, you would have to think that Woody was thinking about it, too, because he went up there after having a miserable day. You know, he could have just went up there and gave up. He could have went up there and just not done anything and just struck out again. But he went up there with a plan, had the right frame of mind, got a good pitch to drive the ball into the gap, and we win the ball game.
Ty, finally, I want to touch up on one thing you just said, your coaching staff. You guys have all played this game, and you've played it as starters, as platoon players. You've obviously played it at the start of your career. You've seen all sorts of different experiences for you, Eric Bennett, and James Rowson. How has your coaching staff been? I mean, it's 3 guys. You all were in different places last year, and yet you're all here together in Rancho Cucamonga.
Well, you know, it's a great relationship that we have. And Benny and I played together in AA. J-Ro and I met when he got in the organization. We've never worked together. You know, but over the years, you can see how a guy goes about his business. You can see how a guy teaches, how he instructs, and you can see the response he gets from certain players. And I knew coming into this season that I was going to have a great staff. I've had good staffs over the years. I've had some good people around me. But these guys here, we all complement one another. You know, we're all talking about things all the time. And we had a meeting in spring training. I told him, I said, you know, the thing for me is that we work together. And anytime the staff works together, I don't care what job you're in, when everybody's on the same page, then the people under you or the people that you're in charge of understand that the staff is on board, they're on page, so we've got to be at the same level. We've got to stay in tune to what's going on, and that's just the thing. You know, these guys, all day long, they're working with these guys. They're talking about how to get guys better. We're constantly figuring out ways to try and, you know, make a guy improve in certain areas. And it's not just about talking about it. You know, it's action, too. We go out, we work. And that's the beauty of the staff, because everybody's on the same page. Everybody's talking to each other. We're always trying to figure out different ways of what we can do or what we can say. And you know, a lot of times we're always thinking alike, too. Even with the pitching, I mean, during the course of a game, Benny and I are constantly talking. We're feeling each other out. You know, I may be thinking the guy's getting tired. Benny he may have one more. You know, we talk about it, and whether it goes one way or the other, at the end of the night, we talk about that, too. And it's just a great relationship. I mean, you're talking about 3 guys that are from different parts of the country, you know, and come together in this sport that we love, and we're able to get along and work together great.
Ty, thanks for joining us. Always a pleasure speaking with you, and we'll chat with you along the way this year.
Thank you very much. Always a pleasure, Jason.
We've been talking with manager Ty Boykin on the Quakes pregame show. We'll be back with more right after this.
It's your first game. You got your gloves?
Yeah.
Good boy. All right, bright blue sky, beautiful green grass. You know, there's nothing better than baseball in summer.
I guess.
Hey, where's that peanut guy?
Dad, we're in the living room.
Hooked on a clear picture? Get hooked on Charter HD TV with a picture 5 times sharper than regular TV plus theater quality sound. You watch television like never before. Get local channels in high definition with no equipment to buy. Go where satellite can't. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked. Service not available in all areas. Prices may vary.
Here's the pitch now to Carter, swinging a drive into right center. On with a dive is Sugden, and he makes the catch.
It's time for Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. Brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Galliano Winery, the City of Rancho Cucamonga Waste Management, Red Roof Inn, Charter Media, Chipotle, Farmer John's, Unilever Food Solutions, the X-Bucks, Yellow Book USA, and Omaha Jets. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the defending American League Western Division champion Angels. This is Quakes Baseball.
And welcome to an overcast Arrowhead Credit Union Park tonight in San Bernardino. Quakes Baseball is on the air for your listening enjoyment. Jason Anafoyan with you tonight from the ballpark as left-hander Miguel Martinez is just about ready to start his warm-up tosses here for the 66ers. And Martinez comes into the ballgame with a record of 1-1 and a 6.18 ERA. Martinez on the mound. He'll be opposed by right-hander Chris Hunter of the Quakes. The Quakes are decked out in their alternate blue-colored jerseys, the batting practice tops. Quakes scripted across the front in white with black trim, black numerals, and white trim on the back. The Inland Empire 66ers are back in their home whites tonight. They wore their reds yesterday during the day game. The Quakes have lost 7 in a row, including all 7 on this road trip. And they are looking to at least salvage one final game of this road trip tonight against Martinez. Here is the lineup that manager Ty Boykin will go with tonight. Leading off at shortstop is Brandon Wood. Brandon Wood, the shortstop, leading off for the first time this season. Devin Day, the center fielder, will hit second. Kendrys Morales is at first base, hitting third. Matt Brown at third base will hit cleanup. Batting fifth in left field is Matt Pollan. Bobby Wilson will catch and bat sixth. Batting seventh, the right fielder, Blake Balcom. Baltazar Lopez, the DH, will hit eighth, and Ivan Reyes, the second baseman, bats ninth. So the Quakes line up again: Wood, Day, Morales, Brown, Polly, Wilson, Balcom, Lopez, and Reyes. Now the starting lineup for the 66ers is announced by manager Darren Brown. This is the lineup that Chris Hunter will face. Michael Garcia-Parra leads off at second base. Matt Rogelstad, the third baseman, hits second. Batting third, shortstop Eric Monson. Ryan LaHair at first base hits cleanup. Wladimir Balentien, the center fielder, will bat fifth. Carlos Arroyo, the DH, hits sixth. B.J. Garby in left field will bat seventh. Jason Ruckty, the catcher, hits eighth. And Chris Colton in right field, batting ninth. Again, the lineup for the 66ers: Garcia-Parra, Rogelstad, Monson, LaHair, Balentien, Arroyo, Garby, Ruckty, and Colton. Well, here comes Brandon Wood to lead it off for the Quakes. Cal League affiliates tonight are the Angels and the Mariners on this final game of this 4-game series. And Miguel Martinez, the left-hander, who works from the third base side of the rubber, kicks and throws home. And the pitch to Brandon Wood is in there for a strike. The count is 0-1. We are underway tonight at 7:14 from Arrowhead Credit Union Park. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Wood takes a strike on a breaking ball, and the count is 0-2. Brandon Wood hitting .311 with 17 home runs and 46 RBIs. Martinez, the left-hander, comes back, and the next pitch, Wood swings and drives it down the left field line in the corner. That one hops the base of the wall, and it rolls along the outfield wall towards left field, and Brandon Wood is into second base with a leadoff double. Here comes Devin Day to the plate. So Wood shoots a double down the left field line after he looked at a couple of breaking balls. And you don't, it's early to question pitch selection, but after Wood looks at a breaking ball, Martinez came back and he put one right in his wheelhouse. Here's Devin Day, and the pitch is down low. 1 ball, no strike. That ball was up and out over the plate, and Wood quickly turned it around. Devin Day hitting .253 with a home run, 9 RBIs, batting second tonight for the Quakes. The 1-0 on the way, low and inside on a breaking ball, and the count 2 balls, no strikes. Not in the lineup tonight are Heinle Stacia and Anderson Rosario, both of them getting the night off. The Quakes are looking to get healthy. They have some guys banged up right now on the disabled list, and good news involving Howie Kendrick. Here's the pitch. Dave swings and fouls it back to the screen. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Good news involving Howie Kendrick for the Quakes, and that means that he has been working out, and in fact he did some soft toss today hitting. And he also did some throwing on the field here before the ball game. The 2-1 on the way, swung on, bounced to the shortstop side, backhanded by Monzon. A long throw to first in time to get Day. LaHair, the first baseman, outstretched, picks that ball. 1 man out. And here comes Kendrys Morales. So the Quakes are looking to get Kendrick obviously healthy, and he said he felt good. He was making good progress today. No timetable yet for his return, although it could be soon in terms of a definitive date. That just right now is not in the equation. But things are looking up in the health status for Howie Kendrick. Here is Kendrys Morales, and from the right side of the plate, he takes a sweeping breaking ball for a called strike, and the count is 0-1. Morales' average since coming here to Rancho Cucamonga has dipped down to the 275 mark, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Morales, a switch hitter, standing at the right side of the plate, off the plate, and Martinez steps off the mound and chases Wood back to second. Quakes lost yesterday's game 7-4, and it was Inland Empire scoring 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th to win it. 0-1 the count. Here's the pitch to Morales, low and inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Overcast skies. It looks more like it looked in April and in February than it does for June 2nd. Not a cold night, but certainly one in which the folks are wearing long sleeves here. 1 ball, 1 strike, and the pitch on the way, and Morales takes inside. 2 balls and a strike. The lights are on, already taking their effect. No need to worry about any shadows at the start of this ball game. Not on the type of day it has been in Southern California. Still a decent crowd on hand here at Arrowhead Credit Union Park. They've had pretty good crowds for this entire series. 2-1 on the way. Instead, Martinez steps off the rubber and looks back to second base. Garcia Parr, the second baseman, cheating in a little bit behind Brandon Wood. Eric Monzon is over at short. The first baseman, Ryan LaHair, plays off the line and back of the bag. And over at third base, playing close to the line, is Matt Rogelstad. The 2-1 on the way, and a curveball swung on and missed. Morales swinging for the fences there. 2 balls and 2 strikes. The Quakes in their blue batting practice tops tonight. Morales wearing long black sleeves under his jersey. You can see the reflections of the light standards already bouncing off of his black batting helmet. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now Martinez bent over at the stretch, steps off of the rubber, and now he is back on. 2-2 the count, 1 man out. Top half of the first. Now Martinez nods at the sign, and he throws home. The 2-2 on the way, very high. Full count now to Kendrys Morales. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out, top half of the first. Now Martinez looks in from the stretch. Martinez making his 3rd start of the year. This is his 15th game, though. The 3-2 on the way, swinging a little roller foul back towards the on-deck circle, and the count remains full to Morales at 3-2. Martinez with a 6.18 ERA, and he started the year in the bullpen. He has walked 13, struck out 31 so far. Full count, 1 out, and Morales has given him a pretty good battle here. Martinez throws the 3-2 on the way, swinging a chopper. This one's back of the bag at third. Down the line, it is ruled a foul ball. And so, returning back to second is Brandon Wood. That one was close. Certainly was close to being ruled fair. Morales swinging and bouncing that ball, but it just went foul prior to the third base bag. For Martinez, we told you this is his 3rd start. And he's pitched 8 innings so far in his previous 2 starts and has given up 8 runs, 6 earned. The 3-2 on the way is a breaking ball inside, ball 4, and he walks Morales. A walk, putting runners at first and second now for the Quakes. Here is Matt Brown. If the Quakes could come out in tonight's ball game and hit the ball well, that could be an early boost to a ball club that has been struggling as of late, and they have been falling behind early in all of their ball games. One out, Brown steps into the box with 6 home runs, 32 RBIs. And a very good opportunity here. The outfield is shading him a tad to left field. The pitch, Brown takes inside, and the count 1-0. The left fielder is B.J. Garvey. He had a couple of home runs in yesterday's contest. 3 RBIs total on the day. Balentien is in center, but he is shaded towards left center, and Colton is straight away in right. 1-0, the count to Matt Brown. A look back at second by Martinez. A high set. Garcia Park coming in behind the bag. The next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball, 1 strike now to Matt Brown. Jason Anaforian here from the ballpark tonight. John and Josh Souter controlling the studios back at KWRM, putting this ball game on the air and also on the internet tonight at rcquakes.com. 1-1 the count, runners away from first and second. Now Martinez, a look back at second base. He does a double take and throws home. The pitch is very high. 2-1 the count to Brown. The wind at the start of this ball game blowing out to right field. 67 degrees at first pitch tonight. And it had kind of a feeling of possibly a humid afternoon. The 2-1 on the way. Brown swings and pops it up to right center field. Balentien going over. It's Colton, though, the right fielder, under it to make the catch. Wood bluffs a tag at second. He'll hold there. The throw goes to short. So 2 men are out, and runners hold at first and second. Here is Matt Pauley. Pauley, in yesterday's ball game, or wasn't Pauley, it was Morales in yesterday's ball game, hit a sharp shot off a pitcher Brandon Moorhead's foot. And he left the ball game due to an injury, and it was after that point the Quakes posted 4 runs on the board. 2 outs. Here's Pauley at the plate. He sets up away, and the pitch home, and Pauley takes a breaking ball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Just underway here, top of the first. Quakes have not scored yet. But the flag's out in left field indicating that the wind is blowing out to right very lightly. No balls, 1 strike, 2 men out. Here is the pitch, and Pauley swings and fists that one into right field. That's a base hit. Around third is Wood. He's going to score. Morales around second, and he'll head into third base. And runners are at the corners with 2 men out, and the Quakes take a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Pauley, his 29th RBI of the year, and a very big 2-out clutch base hit for Rancho Cucamonga. So Pauley with 29 RBIs now, and that'll bring up Bobby Wilson with runners at the corners and 2 men out. That pitch to Pauley from Martinez seemed like it bore in on his hands. Now here is Wilson hitting .293, 3 home runs, 26 RBIs. Here's the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball inside, and the count 1 ball, no strikes. Now Bobby Wilson looking to get things going here offensively for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. 1 ball, no strikes. Now Martinez looks over at first. Here's the pitch, and a swing and a miss. And Wilson is now even with the count, 1 ball, 1 strike. Martinez, a tall left-hander on the mound, bends over from the stretch with the ball behind his back. Now he goes to the glove. He nods and looks over at first. Now the 1-1 on the way. Fastball runs inside. 2 balls and a strike. For Martinez overall on the year, he is 1-1. He has saved a ball game. In 27 2/3 innings, opponents are hitting .278 against him. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Wilson swings and lifts a high fly ball to right. Colton going over into the corner on the grass, reaches up, and he makes the catch. The inning is over. 1 run on a base hit, a walk, or 1 run on 2 hits. A walk and then 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom of the first. It's the Quakes 1 and the 66ers coming to bat.
Around here, folks take pride in their landscape. They know a beautiful yard starts with the right materials. And around here, people like to do it themselves. That's why they rely on Haven Building Materials. Haven features a winning lineup of blocks, cement, rocks, sand, and gravel, everything you need for your landscape. And they deliver, too. Folks in the know rely on Haven. They have since 1978. And you can, too. Just stop by Haven Building Materials at 9393 Haven Avenue in Rancho Cucamonga.
Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter as the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes host the Lancaster Jethawks the weekend of June 3rd through 5th. On Friday, June 3rd, the first 1,000 fans will get a Dallas McPherson bobblehead doll presented by Fontana Nissan. A post-game fireworks show presented by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau follows Saturday night's contest, and then wind down the weekend on Sunday afternoon. The first pitch is at 2:15.
Kendrys at second. He flips over to Wood short for one. Back to first. Double play.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com.
Morales swings and drives it high and deep to right. This one is on its way, and we are tied up.
Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
A two-run home run for Kendrys Morales here in the bottom of the ninth inning.
Bottom of the first inning, 1-0 the score. Quakes in front of this one. Chris Hunter on the mound for Rancho Cucamonga tonight. And Hunter completing his warm-up tosses. Final throw going down to second base. Hunter into the ball game. This is his third appearance this year against the 66ers. And he has been effective in both of them. Most recently last week at home. Or last week right here on Monday night. A week ago Monday here at the Inland Empire. 6 innings pitched that night. He gave up just 1 earned run, 5 runs total. He did not have the beneficiary of good defense behind him. However, on May 1st, it was a little bit of a different story. The pitch to Garcia Parra comes low and inside to the right-hander, and the count 1-0. Hunter holding opponents to a .232 average so far. The 1-0 on the way, and Garcia Parra with a big swing and a miss, and the count 1-1 strike. Garcia Parra hitting .314, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. 1-0 Rancho, bottom half of the first. Now Hunter goes to the glove. He rocks and kicks, the pitch on the way, and a breaking ball down low. 2 balls and a strike. You know, folks, don't forget tomorrow about the ball game at the Epicenter. The Quakes return home. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Swung on, and a line shot into center field, a base hit. Garcia Parra aboard with a leadoff single. That'll bring up Matt Rogelstad. Tomorrow night, Dallas McPherson bobblehead dolls handed out to the first 1,000 fans courtesy of Fontana Nissan. Now here is Matt Rogelstad. So Dallas McPherson bobblehead dolls handed out to the first 1,000. They're going to go quick. So if you want one, you got to get to the park early tomorrow night. The pitch to Matt Rogelstad is low and away, 1 ball, no strikes. I saw last night that the Dodgers handed out Cesar Izturis bobblehead dolls and sold out Dodger Stadium last night. Now, not everybody in attendance obviously received a doll, but they are playing the Cubs on a Thursday or a Wednesday night. Pitches low and away, 2 balls, no strikes, and it was a sellout. The Dodgers would draw well, and they draw well even during the week, but to sell out, you know, a game like that, the bobblehead dolls are certainly a big draw to the ballpark, so get to the park early tomorrow night. 2-0, the pitch, Garcia Parra bluffs, Rogelstad takes low and away. 3 balls, no strikes. Rogelstad is hitting .322, a home run, 27 RBIs from the left side of the plate. Open stance. And now Hunter quickly turns and throws back over to first, and Garcia Parra is back. 1-0 the score, bottom half of the first. Quakes with a run on a Matt Pauley single in the top of the inning. 3-0 the count. Hunter deals to the plate. The pitch is a strike right across the plate, about thigh height. 3-1. Three balls, one strike to count. Now Hunter sets at the belt. He kicks, runner goes. The pitch is swung on and hit down the left field line and foul, out of play. That ball's back behind a picnic pavilion area down the left field line. 3 balls and 2 strikes. There are berms here at Inland Empire's ballpark. Beautiful ballpark. The sightlines not quite as appealing as the sightlines at the Epicenter, that's for sure. 3 balls, 2 strikes. A turn and a throwback over to first, and Garcia Parra again is back. However, the ballpark down the left field line with a berm, and right on top of the berm that runs along the left field line, there is a canopy covering picnic tables. The runner goes. The pitch is low, ball 4. The throw goes into center field. It trickles away as Wood tracks it down, but the pitch was low anyway for ball 4. So Rogolstadt is on with a walk. Garcia Parra is at second base. He doesn't go any further, and here is Eric Monzon. Brandon Wood is short tonight. Ivan Reyes over at second base. Kendrys Morales is the first baseman, and across the diamond is the other corner infielder tonight for the Quakes, Matt Brown at third base. Matt Pauley, the left fielder, playing straight away and deep. The center fielder tonight is Devin Day. Now Hunter steps off of the mound. In right field is Blake Balcom. Here's Monzon, hitting .330 on the season. Hunter looks back at first in the pitch, a swing and a pop-up. Behind the plate, coming back is Wilson, the catcher, over near the warning track, reaches out, and he makes the catch just in front of the wall, or just in front of the screen. 1 man out, and Wilson made that catch not palm side up. He made that with the glove facing towards us, and this is the second play in this series for a Quakes catcher. Tim Duff made a nice play yesterday in which the catcher has caught a pop-up and has had to contest with the screen. The screen, a very soft netting behind the plate, very easy to look through here at the ballpark. And the backstop is suspended by cables that run all the way back to the press box and suite top roofs. 1 man out. Here is Brian LaHair. Pitch is swung on, grounded to Morales at first. The backhand. Now he'll feed it over to Hunter, covering the bag in time to get LaHair for the out. 2 men retired. The runners will move up 90 feet on the play. To third base goes Garcia Parra. To second base goes Rogolstadt. Here's Wladimir Balentien, hitting .290, 13 home runs, 39 RBIs. Hunter winds and kicks. The pitch on the way. Balentien takes a breaking ball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Balentien in a situation here where he could give Inland Empire the lead. It is 1-0 Quakes. The 0-1. Swinging a foul back to the screen. And the count is 0-2. Balentien, big right-handed hitter, wears the shin guard on his front left shin. Hunter, the right-hander, back into the windup. The 0-2 on the way. And a fastball misses high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hunter, a product of Utah Valley State College. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch on the way. Balentien reaches for it softly, hits a line drive to Wood. It's short, caught, and the inning is over. 1 hit, a walk, 2 men left on base. We've completed 1. It is 1-0 Quakes.
Faucets leaking, termites feasting, fishing, tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. Let your fingers keep walking into the other book. Not the other book. When
When it comes to making their buying decisions, people today let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with money-saving coupons, restaurant menus, and vital community info. And with more ads than ever before, it has everything you need right at your fingertips. It's easy to spot. Just reach for the yellow directory with the map on the cover and join the smart shoppers who choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Put your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
Not the other book.
Omaha Jack's Grill House and Brewery is open just north of the Epicenter in Mozzie Plaza. Come in for outstanding food featuring great steaks, fresh seafood, and roasted prime rib. Not to mention an in-house brewery and live entertainment. Quakes fans, show your ticket stub after a ball game and receive 10% off. Can't make it in after the game? Then stop in before for great steaks. Or how about a great place to meet for lunch? Lunch specials start at just $5.99. Omaha Jack's, a home run away from the Epicenter.
It's 1-0 Quakes after 1 inning of play. And Chris Hunter getting out of that jam. And the first, Garcia Parra singled and Rogelstad walked. The first two men were put on base. And Hunter really hunkered down there. Got a foul pop-up off the bat of Eric Monson. Ryan LaHair grounded to first, and then Balentien hit a line drive over to short. He got through the 3, 4, and 5 hitters in that situation. Now here is Blake Balcom leading it off for Rancho, batting .250 on the season, and the pitch, a big swing and a miss in the count 0-1. Martinez, the left-hander, gave up an RBI single to Matt Pauley in the first. 0-1 the count. Nobody out. Here is the windup and the pitch on the way, and a curveball on the inside corner for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Martinez is set. Now he peeks in right over that glove, nods off a couple of signs, and now he gets one he likes. The 0-2 swung on and hit out to center field. Balentien coming on. That's going to fall for a base hit. Leadoff single for Blake Balcom, hitting 7th tonight for Rancho. And here comes Baltazar Lopez. Lopez hitting .205 without a home run, 12 RBIs. And Lopez had a big 3-run double yesterday in the contest off of Oliver Arias that had tied the ball game up. Rancho had scored 4 times in the top of the 6th. And Lopez with the big hit in that inning. The Quakes did lose the game, however. Here's the pitch. Lopez takes up and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Now, we've been telling you about Dallas McPherson bobblehead dolls handed out tomorrow night. Saturday night, if you're coming to the ball game, there is a post-game fireworks show following the game. The pitch is inside to Lopez. 2 balls, no strikes. Quakes are home for just this weekend. Sunday is another Little League day out at the ballpark. And the Quakes home just this weekend. And they'll be back on the road. Off day on Monday and then on the road on Tuesday. Lopez swings and hits a little fisted pop-up over to short. Monson going back on the grass, reaches up, and the shortstop makes the catch for the out. And holding it first is Blake Balcom. That'll bring up Ivan Reyes. Ivan Reyes hitting 9th at second base. Ty Boykin was mentioning a potential lineup like this a couple days ago. And when guys like Ivan Reyes get a start, he always tells them. And Reyes is such a class individual. Here is the pitch, and it is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. There has been a ton of attention on this ball club, and including the arrival of Kendrys Morales, and a throw over to first base and back safely as Balcom. And you would think that the media attention and the request for interviews with Morales has toned down. That's really not the case. It's actually the media requests are growing to talk to Morales. The 1-0 on the way. Swing and a miss, and the count is 1-1. Speaking of Morales, oftentimes he'll need a translator. Sometimes he doesn't. Some of the reporters are bilingual, and they're able to speak with Morales. Next pitch, swung on and tipped into the glove of Rucky, the catcher, and the count is 1-2. However, many times he needs a translator, and the man that has stepped up quite often has no problem doing it is Ivan Reyes. The 1-2 on the way, swinging a little roller to first, fielded by LaHair. He's going to go down to short for one. Monsone's throw back to first is high, and safe at first base is Reyes. The throw goes back and caroms off of the retaining fence by the Quakes' first base dugout. An out is recorded on the play. That's Balcom forced out 3-6 at second base. And Reyes is on with a fielder's choice. The batter is Brandon Wood. So not only will it take time out of Morales' schedule, and the goal and the objective here is to get guys in this situation that they can talk to the media as much as they can and still get in their work. Nothing interferes with the player's work. Here's the pitch to Brandon Wood. Swinging a foul back to the screen, and the count is 0-1. And when you need another player, though, to translate and step up, Joe Torres, when he was here, helped out as well in that capacity. That's another player stepping up, making things easier on everybody, on Morales, the whole team. The 0-1 on the way, swung on, and a broken bat shot back up the middle. Gloved by Garcia Parra nicely to a backhand slide. He flips over to short for the force out on Reyes, and the inning is over. 1 hit, 1 left for the Quakes. After an inning and a half, it is 1-0 Quakes.
One of the most common types of pollution from businesses is contaminated water runoff, which carries oil, grease, or other chemicals that drip or spill onto the ground into the street. This water continues through our communities untreated until it reaches the Santa Ana River and eventually the ocean. Contaminated runoff from your business is a violation of local laws for which you could pay a fine. So please, sweep outside areas and put the debris in the trash. Never hose them down or sweep into the curb or storm drain. Make sure dumpsters have lids to reduce blow-away litter, and call your trash hauler to replace your dumpster if it leaks. Empty mop water and other dirty water into a mop sink or floor drain. Do not illegally dump the water outside. Use non-toxic cleaning products whenever possible. Dispose of all toxics such as pesticides and cleaning products through a hazardous waste hauler. These items are too toxic to trash. And obtain spill containment and cleanup kits for your business. For more information about stormwater pollution prevention, please call 800-CLEANUP or the City of Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740 extension 4060.
For fans that can't make it to all 70 games, the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Starting as low as $60 per seat, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2005 season. Fans who purchase a mini plan are guaranteed 2 giveaways, discounted pricing, free email newsletter, priority for July 3rd in playoff tickets, and the same seats for each game, plus the ability to exchange unused tickets for future games. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252. Get your Quakes mini season plan today.
We're born again, there's new grass on the field.
Now, after an inning and a half, it is 1-0 Quakes. Coming up to the plate for Inland Empire, there'll be Arroyo, Garby, and Ruckty. Well, at the top of the inning, we were talking about Ty Boykin and how when guys like Reyes are going to get a start, he likes to give guys a day's notice. And let them know, hey, I'm going to start you tomorrow. They can get prepared. Here is Carlos Arroyo, and the windup in the first pitch on the way to the left-hander is taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. And in this situation, where you have guys that don't start every day, there's obviously plenty of work to be done. The 0-1 on the way, swinging a shot foul off to the left and out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. Guys just don't sit there on the bench. Ty Boykin was talking about how towards the end of his career when he was a platoon player and he knew that that was his role. The 0-2 on the way, Arroyo takes inside and the count 1 ball, 2 strikes. He, of course, wanted to be, he of course wanted to, as the 1-2 on the way, low and away, 2 balls, 2 strikes. He wanted to be a starter at that point, but that wasn't the case. And Ty Boykin had his own catching gear in his playing days at Midland. And he would go out and he would catch the pitchers in between innings. 2-2 on the way, swinging a roller over to second, fielded by Reyes, a throw over to first, and it's in time to get Arroyo for the out. There's always work to be done. So you go down and you'd also catch bullpens. And at that point in his career, he knew that he wanted to give coaching a shot, and he knew the hitting side, but he didn't always know the pitching aspect. So, on those nights, he'd also go down and talk pitching philosophies in the bullpen. Here is the pitch to Garby, and it is taken for a strike, 0-1. And at that time, Jared Washburn was in the Angels farm system, and he was picking guys like that. He was picking their brains, asking them, situations on why they throw batters a certain way. Next pitch, a curveball swung on and missed, and the count is 0-2. One away. Here's the 0-2 on the way. Swinging a broken bat fister over to first. Fielded by Morales. He'll call off Hunter and step on the bag for the putout. Quickly 2 men down here in the bottom of the second. Well, a guy like Ben Johnson, who has had his fair share of starts, you'll see Johnson get the catching gear, go down, catch bullpen. James Rowson had also said that he did the same at his point in his career. Swinging a chopper off the bat of Jason Ruckte. The throw over to first is in time to get Justin Ruckte, and the inning is over. A chopper over towards short. Wood came in and charged it on the grass, and on the run threw over to the base. And a quick 1-2-3 inning for Hunter. We've completed 2. It is 1-0 Inland Empire, or 1-0 Quakes.
Pioneer Radio and Sports would like to thank the following businesses who are committed to customer service.
This Quakes broadcast is brought to you in part by St. Anthony's Home Care, in the spirit of compassion, by Foothill Optometric Center, for all your family's eye care and eyewear, by the Bulldog Pub, a taste of Britain in Upland, and by the McDonald Team, your real estate agent for life.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom labels. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
After 2 innings, 1-0 the score in favor of the Quakes. And coming to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning is Devin Day, Kendrys Morales, and Matt Brown. Devin Day grounded to short in the first. Morales walked in the first, and then Matt Brown flied out to right in that inning. Miguel Martinez on the mound. Final throw going down to second base. Continuing our discussion about Ty Boykin and how James Rowson, they were talking about different roles at different parts of your career, and one way to earn starts and at least show the skipper that you want to play is helping out in specific situations. And at this part of the ball game, you won't really see that, but it may be coaching first. Howie Kendrick did it last night. He was on the DL, or still on the DL. Here's the pitch to Devin Day, and he takes a breaking ball for a strike in the count 0-1. But yesterday in the ball game, Howie Kendrick coached first, gave James Rowson another perspective as the hitting coach to see, as the 0-1 on the way is a breaking ball swung on and missed, 0-2. Gave James Rowson a break at first base, and as the hitting coach, a different angle to see guys' swings during the game. 0-2 the count, the pitch, and Day takes outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. But the amount of work that goes on besides just the 2.5-hour baseball game is enormous. The 1-2 on the way, low and inside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. A lot of the times it's repetitive, but when the ball club gets back on the bus after the game, Eric Bennett, the pitching coach, has the box score and has pitching charts filled out, ready to compile. The next pitch is up and away, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Tonight, charting pitches in the stands, James Holcomb, Rich Thompson. They are charting pitches in the stands, timing guys. 3-2 the count today. The pitch on the way is swung on and missed, strike 3, and Day is out number 1. And those charts will be handed to Eric Bennett after the ball game. And Eric Bennett will tally up the totals, and they're charting everything. Both home, or not home, but both Quakes and opposing pitchers. Where a pitch was located, what the speed was on the radar gun, what the batter did. Here's the pitch to Morales, and it's inside for a ball, and the count 1-0. They can develop and track batter tendencies that way, seeing if there's specific pitches that a batter on the opposing team will tend to swing at. Next pitch low and inside from the left-hander Martinez. 2 balls, no strikes. James Brownson then will get the reports, and he'll tally up his offensive totals. And at the end of the night, Ty Boykin gets both the reports from the hitting coach and the pitching coach. Next pitch is in there for a strike to Morales, 2-1. And he'll call in the postgame report. 2 balls, 1 strike, and he calls it into the Angels. Here's the 2-1 on the way. Morales swings, and he pulls a little tapper over towards third. Charged by Rogelstad in the hole. And from the grass, he throws on the run to get Morales in plenty of time. 2 men out. That'll bring up Matt Brown. 1-0 Quakes, top half of the 3rd inning. Then there's also video that's being shot during the ball game. Some pitchers will get up. There's usually 3 pitchers in the stands. And when the Quakes are up, one of the pitchers switches locations and videotapes the batters. Here's the pitch to Matt Brown, and it's taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. They'll go to a camera bin or a cross aisle, depending upon the configurations of the ballpark. Next pitch to Brown is inside, 1 ball, 1 strike. And they'll shoot video. And not every night, but for most nights, they'll shoot video of each Quakes hitter. The 1-1 pitch swung on, popped up. Right center field, going over is the right fielder Colton, and he's in the alleyway to reach up and make the catch, and the inning is over. That's a 1-2-3 inning for Martinez here in the 3rd. We head to the bottom of the inning. Quakes in front, 1-0.
Welcome to the Pepsi Theater Minute. Today, the story of Langusto and Pesto.
Ah, Langusto.
Oh, Pesto.
Cacciatore, lasagna, gorgonzola.
Oh, linguini, carbonara, calzone.
Scalupini, tortellini al pomodoro, bruschetta, prosciutto, ricotta. Pepsi.
Pepsi, cappellini, salame, pancetta. Pepsi, mortadella.
Calzone. Pepsi.
Pepsi? Ravioli, scalopine, minestrone, prosciutto.
Pepsi e scalopine.
Linguini, cannelloni, maccheroni, gnocchi, gorgonzola.
Gorgonzola. Bologna.
Spaghetti.
Antipasti.
Parmigiano, provolone, mozzarella, Pepsi.
Langusto, calamari. Langusto. Pepsi.
Pepsi, food's good. Pepsi, it's the cola.
You know, the goal of baseball is to get home quickly. The last thing you want to see is some player lollygagging around third when there's going to be a close play at the plate. Well, Farmer John feels the same way about ham, bacon, sausage, and hot dogs. You know, all Farmer John products are made fresh right here in the Southland. That way, they get to your home as quickly as possible, and it's a short slide into the plate. That's your plate at home. No home plate. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
Final throw going down to second base as the 66ers come to the plate here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Jason Anaforian with you. Chris Colton, the right fielder, will lead it off for Inland Empire. 1-0 Quakes as Hunter is on the mound for Rancho Cucamonga tonight. And in the first 2 innings, he has walked 1 batter, given up 1 hit, but he has retired the last 6 he has faced. Here's Colton hitting .235, no home runs, 9 RBIs. The windup by Hunter in the pitch. Colton swings and shoots a ball foul that kicks up some dirt just in front of the Quakes' first base dugout and shoots down the right field line. And the count is 0-1. And the base umpire tonight, Dixon Sturman, going down the line to retrieve that ball and throw it back towards the Quakes' dugout. The plate umpire tonight calling balls and strikes is Jason Millsap. 0-1 the count. Hunter, the right-hander, comes back. Next pitch is down low, but a check swing, and Colton goes around swinging, and the count is 0-2. One run, 3 hits for Rancho. No runs, a hit for the 66ers. Hunter winds and deals, and the 0-2 on the way, and Colton takes in the dirt, and he holds up this time on a check swing. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The Quakes ticket office on game days opens at 10 a.m. It stays open till the 7th inning of each game. So if you want your tickets for tomorrow, you can call tomorrow morning. The pitch is swung on and a high fly ball foul down the right field line and out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. We're expecting big crowds over the course of the weekend, but there are still tickets available. There are still plenty of tickets available, but call the Quakes ticket office tomorrow. Pitch is down low to Colton. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ticket office hours from 10 a.m. until the 7th inning of each game. Let's get you the number on the tickets. It is area code 909-481-5252. Colton swings and chops the 2-2 pitch to third. Fielded on a high hop by Brown. He throws over to first in time to get Colton for the out. 1 man out. Here is Michael Garcia-Parra. Full slate of games tonight in the California League. You know, this is going to be a big series for the Quakes in regards to how their first half possibilities at winning the division will pan out. They have a shot at one of the top dogs, and that's their last chance to at least dent into the standings on a direct basis. The pitch to Garcia-Parra is low and away, 1-0. Garcia-Parra singled to center field in the first. Hunter throws back, and the 1-0 on the way, swinging a big high bouncer to the backhand side of Reyes at second. He throws from the outfield grass, not in time. Nice play there by Ivan Reyes, but a base hit for Garcia-Parra. And he is aboard, 2 for 2. Sometimes a play like that, Howie Kendrick is going to make. Sometimes a play like that, Ivan Reyes is going to make. Other times, he may not make that play. This being the case right there. Ty Boykin was commenting the other night. He said, when Reyes is in the ball game, a guy like Reyes, you know, you want them to make the outstanding play. You may not always get it. Here's the pitch to Rogelstad, swung on and hit down the left field line and foul into the corner. And the count 0-1. Knowing that when you're going with somebody that is not your everyday starting second baseman or third baseman, he said, but that's all right. He said the big thing is, and he's been very pleased with Reyes' play defensively and pleased with the job that Devin Day has done out in center field, and he has both of them in the field tonight. Ty Boykin said that you ask for your platoon guys to give you the solid routine play. Make the routine plays. Runner goes at first. The pitch is up and away. Go down to second base is not in time. And in safely with a slide is Garcia-Parra. Throw was a pretty good one. Reyes came up and short-hopped it, but it was to the bag. And here is Rogelstad with a 1-1 count. It's the third stolen base for Garcia-Parra now in 5 attempts. And you can still win by making the basic plays. You know, in a perfect world, you hope that as the 1-1 swung on, pulled the first, Morales will field this one and step on the bag for the putout, 2 men out, and Garcia-Parra takes third. In a perfect world, you hope that they aren't pressed with any difficult plays that could become errors in the outfield. Having said that, giving you a solid defensive performance, and in the case of Reyes and Day, Boykin feels comfortable in having those guys there tonight. The pitch is swung on and missed to Monzon, and the count is 0-1. Otherwise, he wouldn't have him there. But that's your second baseman, your center fielder right there. It's 2 of your spots up the middle. The 0-1 on the way, swing and a miss, and the count is 0-2. And defensively, the Quakes have had to go with Plan B in those positions over the last couple of weeks. But Boykin has been very, very pleased with the defensive efforts he's had from Reyes, from Heinley Station, from Devin Day. The 0-2 is up high, 1 ball, 2 strikes. At the beginning of the year, there was one position the Quakes knew they were going to have to rotate guys around in and see who can step up. It was center field. The 1-2 on the way comes inside and a little roller foul back to the on-deck circle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The first option was Mel Guerrejo, and that did not work out. You also have to, not only you need a guy in there that can also field, but can also hit. The 1-2 on the way, swung on and hit down the left field line and foul. Not that Mel Guerrejo can't hit, but his the ability to make contact was something that pushed him down in the lineup. It was something in which, and Mel Guerrejo was the opening night starting center fielder leading off. And the inability to make contact on a consistent basis is what eventually moved Mel Guerrejo down in the lineup. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 men out. Here's the pitch. A swing and a chopper foul back into the dugout. There's all sorts of considerations that go into it. Sometimes your center fielder may bat towards the end of the lineup, may not necessarily bat at the top of the lineup. In this case, especially in this league with the designated hitter. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Monson takes low and inside from Hunter. 2-2. 1-0 Quakes, bottom half of the third. Hunter goes to the glove and he kicks. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Monson reaches for it and a big high tapper foul wide of third and back towards the dugout. 2 balls, 2 strikes. High Desert 3, Lancaster 1 on our out-of-town scoreboard, top half of the 6th inning. Lancaster heading to the epicenter tomorrow. 2-2 on the way, swinging a fisted ball foul wide of third. Past Darren Brown, the 66ers manager and third base coach tonight. 2-2. Lake Elsinore and Modesto tied at 2. Bottom of the third inning tonight from the diamond. That's where Inland Empire heads next. The 2-2 on the way, low and away, and the count full. Inland Empire starts a 13-game road trip tomorrow. Inland Empire, they'll face Lake Elsinore, Stockton, San Jose, and then Lake Elsinore again. The 3-2 on the way, swung on and missed in the dirt, picked up by Wilson, throws down to first to complete the strikeout, inning over. No runs, a hit, a man left on. And we head now to the fourth. The score, 1-0 Quakes.
Are you looking for a dynamic new career, or do you need a change from an existing job? Then you'll want to log on to PilotTruckingSchool.com. We train the professional drivers of the future. Learn to drive a big rig, and you can earn big money. Jobs are out there, and the training you need is here. Call Pilot Trucking School at 909-429-8970. If you want to be part of a company that will help you realize your potential, remember Pilot Trucking School. Our graduates are our greatest success. Call 429-8970.
Hello, Best Western.
Hi, I'd like to book a room.
Sure, for how long?
5 months, so 161 days.
161 days?
Yep, don't want to miss out on any bobbleheads.
Wow, I guess so.
Actually, they're not for me, though. They're for my son.
I'm sure they are.
Stay at any Best Western in California, Nevada, and Hawaii between April 7th and September 15th and ask for the baseball rate. You'll get up to 25% off your stay and get a free limited edition bobblehead. Different Major League star in their minor league uniform with each A. Log on to TravelBestWestern.com for additional terms or call 1-800-WESTERN. Guests must register in advance and quantities are limited.
Hey fans, capture special moments both on and off the field with the new Sprint PCS Vision Phone with a built-in camera. Right now you can save up to $150 instantly on select phone models, plus you'll get 2 months of Sprint PCS Vision service for free. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes fans, bring your ticket stub into any local Sprint store and save an extra $30 when you activate a new line of service.
Limited time offer valid with a new line of service and 2-year agreement, subject to credit, activation, termination, other terms, conditions, restrictions apply. See Sprint store for details.
Sprint PCS is the official wire partner of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Here we go to the top of the fourth inning with our score 1-0 Quakes. And the man to give them that lead was Matt Pauley with an RBI single to right field back in the first inning. He leads it off, and the first pitch is taken low and away. 1-0. Martinez works from the third base side of the rubber, winds and kicks the 1-0 on the way, and Polly takes, and that ball's inside. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 run on 3 hits, no errors for the 66ers. No runs, 2 hits, or 1 run, 3 hits, no errors for the Quakes. No runs, no errors for the 66ers. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and a strike. A big electronic scoreboard located out in right center field. The wind is kicked up now. It is blowing further out to right. The 2-1 is down low, 3-1. The wind is blowing harder out to right. Out in left field, atop top of a berm, are the flags of the park. Next pitch is inside, ball 4, and Polly is on base. The California flag and the U.S. flag are in the middle of 3 flagpoles, and on each side of them are California League championship flags displayed here by the 66ers. They have won the league 4 times in their franchise existence. Now here is Bobby Wilson, a runner at first base and nobody out. Wilson fly to right in the first. The pitch, swinging a fly ball foul off to the right. This one is back up onto a group under a picnic, under a canopy that's atop of a picnic deck. No balls, 1 strike to count. Down the right field line, folks enjoying a picnic while watching the ball game. 0-1, here's the pitch on the way, and Wilson takes a called strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Here's a look over at first, and the 0-2 on the way. Swung on and rolled. That one is in the hole, into left field, the base hit. Between Rogestad and Monzon, and a single, moving Polly over to second base. Quakes with the first 2 men on here in the 4th. And coming up is Blake Balcom. Balcom singled to lead off the second inning. Hits now for Rancho. And they put Martinez back in the stretch. A look back at second. Here's the pitch from the left-hander, and Balcom pops a bunt up the first base side. LaHair coming down from first, makes the catch in foul territory, and now he's going to flip back to second for a double play, and they're going to flip over to short, and they're going to call that a triple play. You got to be kidding me. The ball bounced on the dirt. Here comes Ty Boykin in to argue with Jason Millsap, the plate umpire. James Rowson is down for first base coach's box. The 66ers do what you got to do if you're in their situation. Get off the field. A bunt that was short-hopped, at least with the bare eye, and I don't have the benefit of a replay here, and it looks like the play is going to stand. Unbelievable. LaHair comes down from the bag at first base, and in foul territory, it looked as if he short-hopped it. He short-hopped the ball. Then they called Balcom out on a bunt. Now, the Quakes runners, of course, off base on that play, thought that was a ball that was going to land, and yet what happened, LaHair drew back to second to Garcia Parra, who stepped on the bag at first for the double play, the 2, and then down to the shortstop Monzon for the triple play. Wow, that's unbelievable. We're heading to the bottom of the 4th. It is 1-0 in favor of the Quakes.
I think I found it over here, Bob.
Don't let a plumber clean out your book as well as your pipes. Routine maintenance and regular inspection by Dr. Reuter Plumbing will help you avoid the expense of major repairs down the road. Dr. Reuter Plumbing provides dependable 24-hour plumbing, sewer, and drain cleaning services 7 days a week. And there's never an overtime charge. Residential or commercial, no job is too small. Give us a call at 1-800-278-1338 or find us online at superpages.com or drreuterplumbing.com.
Omaha Jack's Grill House and Brewery is open just north of the epicenter in Mozzie Plaza. Come in for outstanding food featuring great steaks, fresh seafood, and roasted prime rib. Not to mention an in-house brewery and live entertainment. Quakes fans, show your ticket stub after a ball game and receive 10% off. Can't make it in after game? Then stop in before for great steaks. Or how about a great place to meet for lunch? Lunch specials start at just $5.99. Omaha Jack's, a home run away from the epicenter.
Well, we head to the bottom of the 4th inning, and a triple play turned by Inland Empire to end the fourth. And the scoring on that is a pop out to first over to Garcia Parra, who gets the put out on Wilson. That goes 3-4, and then down to Monzon is short for the triple play. And it was highly disputed, and rightfully so, by the Rancho Cucamonga coaching staff. Now here is Brian LaHair, who started it off, and the pitch is swung on and missed, and the count is 0-1. LaHair, as the first baseman, is a left-handed hitter, but a right-handed first baseman, so we need to paint that picture for you. The 0-1 the way is up high, 1 ball, 1 strike. With runners at first and second and nobody out, Balcom bunts, pops a bunt to first. LaHair comes in, swing and a miss on the next pitch, and the count 1-2. Remember, LaHair, right-handed first baseman, so it's to his glove hand side. In foul territory, he goes to a dive and short hop the ball. It went into his glove on a hop. Next pitch swung on and pulled foul down the right field line, and that's back up into the seats. 1-2 the count. A foul shot down the right field line. That was, or down the first base line. Next pitch is outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. So with LaHair at first base, he feels the pop-up or the short hop on the grass. Goes into a dive. Next pitch low and away, 3-2. The plate umpire, Jason Millsap, immediately calls it as an out. James Rowson says it hits the ground. He starts signaling right away at first with his finger. It hits the ground. Well, the Quakes, the runners at first and second, they're off of the bag. Immediately, LaHair throws back over to first. And the next pitch swung on and missed, and LaHair is out on strikes. And then he threw down to second base, or he, being Garcia Parra, the second baseman covering the bag at first, threw down to second to where Monzon, the shortstop, was, and they were able to complete a triple play. And all the while, Boykin comes down from third base to argue, and they lost the argument. Here's the pitch to Balentien, and a breaking ball taken for a strike, 0-1. Millsap and Sturman get together. They confer, and they keep the call as is. The 0-1 on the way, swung on and missed, 0-2. At first, I thought that they were going to call it a foul ball when they got together and conferred. But afterwards, the plate stood. The 0-2 on the way to Balentien. Right-hander takes up and in. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Balentien swings and misses, and he's out on strikes. 2 men out here in the inning. Balentien now 0 for 2. So is LaHair. Here is Carlos Arroyo, who grounded to second base in the second. That is a game-changing call there. You're up 1-0, first and second, nobody out. Who knows how that situation unfolds? 2 outs. Here's Arroyo, and the pitch is low and inside. Picked by Wilson. 1 ball, no strikes. Hunter back up on the mound, tugs at the bill of the cap. Now goes to the glove. Here's the rock and the 1-0 on the way. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike. Well, the last triple play involving the Quakes was turned by the Quakes last year. Here's the 1-1 on the way. Arroyo takes inside. It is off the glove of Wilson. That involved Eric Ibar turning it at short. It was a line out to Ibar at short. It was against Inland Empire. 2-1. Down low, 3 balls and 1 strike. In fact, it was last May 14th at home. The 3-1 on the way. Arroyo swings and looks a high fly ball foul. And out of play, off to the left. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Three and 2 men out. Here's the windup and the pitch. And Arroyo swings and a big chopper foul wide of first. 3-2 the count. Next pitch swung on and missed, strike three, and Chris Hunter comes back and strikes out the side here in the fourth. He has struck out the last four batters he has faced. We head to the fifth. Our score, 1-0 Quakes.
Great moments in Laughlin history. Jeff from Barstow tries out his new camera phone.
Hey, Jeff sending pictures from Laughlin.
Looks like you rented a jet ski.
Cool. Now he's floating by a pontoon boat.
Are there girls on there?
Yeah, those are girls.
Are they hot?
Yeah, and they're really tan. I think he's in a casino now.
The girls with him?
They're blowing on his dice. Nice, he won.
Good. He owes me money.
They're in a nightclub now.
Whoa.
Knee-deep in females.
Yeah, that never happens when we're with them.
Hello?
Hey, man, you guys should come down here. Hey, baby.
Jeff says hello.
Uh-huh.
I hate Jeff.
Laughlin, Nevada. Founded on fun.
I don't want to know what that is.
For information, 1-800-4-LAUGHLIN or go to visitlaughlin.com.
This is Todd Borton, manager of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. Featuring an executive conference center, a lecture hall with surrounding breakout room, the Marriott is your place for your next meeting or seminar. Looking for a place to host a wedding ceremony, reception, or how about that class or family reunion? The Marriott features ballroom space for up to 500 people. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Hope Boulevard, right off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2005 Quakes on the radio.
Leading it off for the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes is Baltazar Lopez. Lopez was on deck when that triple play ended the fourth. Lopez popped to short in the second. Here's the pitch, and a curveball low and away from Martinez, and the count 1 ball, no strikes. 1-0 Rancho, top half of the fifth. Here's the windup and the pitch, and Lopez takes a called strike. Count is even, 1 ball, 1 strike. Quakes fans, tonight's radio broadcast made possible by our friends at Omaha Jacks. 1-1 the count, the pitch, and Lopez swings and fouls it back to the screen. 1 ball, 2 strikes with lunch special starting at just $5.99. Had lunch there today. And that is a good place to grab a bite to eat. And it's located just behind the epicenter on Foothill Boulevard. The 1-2 on the way. Low and inside. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Omaha Jacks also features great steaks, so stop by before or after the ball game. If you stop in after the game and show your ticket stub, you get 10% off. 2-2 the count to Lopez. Omaha Jacks, a proud sponsor of Quakes baseball on the radio. The 2-2 on the way, and now a spot by Martinez. 2-2, here it comes. Swing and a foul back to the screen. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 run, 4 hits, no errors for the Quake. No runs, 2 hits, no errors for the 66ers. Here's the windup and the 2-2. Lopez takes down low, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes the count. Lopez taps the bat on home plate. Now here's the windup and the 3-2, and a swing and a miss. Lopez is out number 1. Here comes Ivan Reyes. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes baseball tonight being brought to you by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau. Young or old, there's a lot to do these days in Laughlin. Here's Reyes. Reads on a fielder's choice in the second. The pitch on the way. Reyes swings and turns it around and drives it down the left field line and into the corner and foul. Well, Reyes got a pitch up and over the plate that he could handle. And he smoked that ball into the front row of the chairback seats. Here at the Arrowhead Credit Union Park, they have a lower level of chairback seats that consist of about 12 rows. Starting at field level, obviously, and working their way back. The 0-1 comes up and in, and it hits Reyes, and he says he's fine. Up in the helmet. glanced off the bill. He's pointing to where it glanced off, and it glanced off not his eye, but the bill of his helmet. Now here comes Ryan Ranker, the Quakes trainer, out to talk with Reyes. And I believe he says he's okay. He just wants to see if everything's all right, where that pitch hit him. Boy, that could have been nasty. That comes up and in. Any time a baseball's thrown that hard and it comes up around the head. But Ranker having to take precaution here to see if Reyes feels fine. You can never, ever, ever take for granted, and it looks like there's all smiles down there. You can never ever take for granted any potential injury to the head. Yeah. Here's Brandon Wood. One out, a runner at first. Wood doubled and scored in the first. Here's the pitch. The runner goes. Good jump. Swing and a miss for a strike. Throw down to second, not nearly in time. And Ivan Reyes with his first stolen base of the year. You know, he puts himself in score position there. No balls, one strike. One man out. Away from second base is Reyes. Now Martinez, a high set and throws. The 0-1 on the way. Down low. It is in the dirt. The ball is blocked by Rucky, the catcher. One ball and one strike. Now Martinez stepping off the rubber. Tugs right at the bill of the cap with the ball in his hand. 1-1 the count. Base hit here can give the Quakes another run. 1-0 Rancho, top of the fifth. Right now the Quakes on the longest losing streak of the season. Well, it ties their longest losing streak. The 1-1 inside, count 2 balls and a strike. Their longest losing streak was also 7 games. In May. 2-1 inside. 3 balls and a strike. Wood getting out of the way of that pitch. Three and 1 the count. 1 man out. The pitch on the way. Very high. Ball 4 and a walk. Brandon Wood walks. And coming up to the plate is Devin Day. Devin Day, a ground out to short in the first, struck out swinging in the third. Now the Quakes' runners at first and second, 1 out. Day, the right-hander, waves the bat back and forth. Now he's set. Martinez throws. The pitch is swung on and fouled off to the right. This ball is out of play. Beyond the sweeps. No balls, 1 strike to count. The sweet level ends right at the front edge of both dugouts. Same level the press box is located on. 0-1 the count, 1 man out. Here's the pitch. Low. It is blocked by Rucky. 1 ball, 1 strike. Tomorrow will be our first look at Bill Edwards, new right-handed pitcher for the Quakes. Called up from Cedar Rapids this week with Joe Torres being optioned down to the Angels Midwest League affiliate. 1-1, here's the pitch. Day takes low and inside, 2 balls and a strike. The thinking there was to get Torres into a situation where he could have a little bit more success. A little bit more success would breed a little bit more confidence and put him in an environment where he could succeed. 2-1, 1 man out. The pitch. Day lays off of that ball and takes high. 3-1.
I'll buy you one. Come on.
First pitch tomorrow at 7:15. We're going to be tape delayed tomorrow night. Tape delay tomorrow night following the Long Beach State Regional. 3-1, 1 out. The pitch. Day swings and lifts a fly ball foul. And out of play. Full count. The Long Beach State Regional tomorrow. They're hosting Rhode Island. And depending upon the outcome of that game will depend our broadcast start time on Saturday. 3-2 pitch, runner goes, both runners go with one out. It is high, ball 4, and the Quakes have something going here. The bases are loaded. Reyes down to third. Here comes Wood Wood goes to second. Devin Day is on at first. And the batter is Kendrys Morales. Both of Morales' home runs have been from the left side of the plate. So one man out. At third base, Reyes. Wood at second. Devin Day at first. A look back at second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a tapper foul up along the third base line. And Morales behind in the count, 0-1. No balls, one strike, one man out. Now Martinez a look back at second. Here's the 0-1 on the way. Swing and a miss, a curveball. And Morales is now behind in the count, 0-2. Inland Empire with a right-hander warming up down in the bullpen. Looks like that's Nabaldo Acosta. It is. Here's a great opportunity for the Quakes as nighttime has settled in here at San Bernardino. Here's a great opportunity for the Quakes. The 0-2 on the way. Down low, 1-2 to push this game further. To push this game not out of control, but certainly to give Hunter more room to work with than just one run. And a chance here to open up the lead. One ball, two strikes, one man out. At third base, Reyes. Wood at second, Day at first. The pitch on the way, swung on and tipped. And the Quakes caught a break there. One ball, two strikes. One man out. At third base is Reyes. Wood at second, Day at first. LaHair, the first baseman, plays in front of the runner, Day. Here's the 1-2 on the way, and it is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two and 2 the count, one man out. Here's the pitch. Very high. Full count, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Now Morales has worked from behind in the count at 0-2, and he has now worked ahead in the count 3-2. And with one man out, you have to figure he's going to get a good pitch here to hit. Martinez, a high set. He throws the 3-2 on the way, swung on and fouled off to the right and out of play. Three balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Now Martinez throws the payoff pitch. Low, ball 4. He walked him, and the Quakes with a run here. Coming in from third base is Reyes. To third base goes Wood, Day down to second. An RBI for Morales, who's 8th. And it's 2-0 Quakes. And here's Matt Brown, the cleanup hitter. 3 consecutive walks. And a hit batsman. 4 base runners to reach for the Quakes in the inning without even a base hit and a run scoring. And Darren Brown is going to the bullpen. 2-0 Quakes, top of the 5th. We'll take a break. We'll come back and we'll tell you about the new 66ers pitcher right after this.
Chris Manson's powerful new book, Joshua Shoots, He Scores. The Greatest Call I Ever Made is available now at joshuashoots.com.
Randy Youngman of the Orange County Register writes, Joshua Shoots, He Scores will touch anyone who reads it.
Hall of Famer Rod Carew declares, this is the little book with a lot of heart.
L.A. Kings announcer Bob Miller adds, Joshua Shoots, He Scores will leave you believing in miracles.
For more information, go to joshuashoots.com or order by phone at 949-260-1012 or ask for Joshua Shoots, He Scores at bookstores everywhere.
The Charter Media Friday Family Fun Pack is back. Get 4 club seats, 4 hot dogs, 4 sodas, Quakes baseball, 2 Boomers miniature golf passes, 4 GameWorks passes, and 2 Cold Stone Creamery ice creams with the purchase of 2 ice creams, all for just $38. The Charter Media Family Fun Pack is available for April 15th, May 20th, June 10th, July 15th, and August 26th games at the Epicenter. To purchase your Friday Family Fun Pack, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252.
Now the Quakes on the verge of possibly a big inning here. One man out, the bases are loaded. Kendrys Morales walks with the bases loaded. And the new pitcher is Nobaldo Acosta, the right-hander for Inland Empire. Going out to the mound right now to talk with Acosta is Rucky, the catcher, to go over a few things. Now Acosta pitched 2 solid innings of relief on Tuesday night, struck out 3, gave up 1 base hit. Now here is Matt Brown. The bases are loaded with 1 man out. Brown is flied out to right field both times. At third base is Wood. Day at second, Morales at first. Acosta comes into the ballgame here. A right-hander throws the pitch. Brown takes a breaking ball. Down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Want to know the count. Here's the pitch. Brown takes down low. 2-0. The inning started when Lopez struck out swinging. Reyes was hit by a pitch. He stole second base. Wood walked, putting runners at first and second. Day walked, loading the bases, and then Morales walked. New pitcher comes into the ballgame after the bases loaded walk, and it's Acosta, and he falls behind him, Matt Brown, 2-0. Here's the pitch. Brown swings and drives it to right field. Colton moving over. He's there to make the catch. Tagging at third is Wood. Colton throws coming home to the plate. The throw is too late. A slide in by Wood at the plate safely. An RBI for Brown, and it is 3-0 Quakes. Sacrifice fly for Matt Brown. It's his 33rd of the season. Here is Pauly. Two men out. Matt Pauly had a 2-out RBI hit in the first. He walked his last time up. The pitch. Swing and a foul off to the left and out of play. No balls and 1 strike. Pauly was the back end of that triple play at second base. In the fourth, the 0-1 outside to Pauly. 1 ball, 1 strike. Acosta 1-1 with a 5.46 ERA. His 15th appearance tonight. The 1-1, swinging a bouncer foul wide at first. Back towards the end of the dugout. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Acosta has surrendered 3 home runs. Opponents are hitting .308 against him in his 28 innings pitched. 1 and 2, 2 men out. 3-0 the score. Quakes in front, top of the 5th. Now we'll look back at second by Acosta. And he throws home. The 1-2 on the way. Swung on and fouled off to the left. This one is up into the sweets. One and two the count. 2 men out. Now Acosta throws home. The pitch swung on, popped up. On the infield, Monson, the shortstop, behind the bag at second, puts it away for the out. The inning is over. Well, all things considered for Inland Empire, it could have been worse. The Quakes do get 2 runs in the inning without a base hit. 3 walks, a hit batsman, a sacrifice fly, 2 men left on base. We head to the bottom half of the 5th inning. The score, 3-0 Rancho.
Pressed for time? Gotta get something good for the family and real quick? Think Chipotle. For gourmet meals on the run. Chipotle Mexican Grill is famous for their huge portions. Plus, it's fresh. Fresh gourmet burritos and tacos prepared the way you like it. Nothing processed or frozen. Plus, their recipes are created by a classically trained chef. No, not that type of classical, but it will be music to your mouth when you bite into a Chipotle burrito stuffed with 17 different ingredients and marinated in their famous Chipotle adobo sauce. And for those of you who like to eat healthy, skip the tortilla and have a burrito bowl because they get fresh veggies delivered every day. Add some lettuce and homemade guacamole, and you've got a salad fiesta. Chipotle has a brand new location in Norco, or for one nearest you, visit their website at chipotle.com. Chipotle, where their burritos let you cover all 4 food groups in one single bite, and fast food that is not only healthy and fresh, but you can eat it with your hands. Chipotle, now open in Norco, on Hamner between 1st and 2nd Street, or find a location nearest you at chipotle.com. That's Chipotle, CHIPOTLE.com.
Tickets at the Epicenter for individual games start as low as $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Tickets can be purchased one of 3 easy ways. Over the phone at 909-481-5252, online at rcquakes.com, or in person at the Quakes ticket office. Ticket office hours at the Epicenter are Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On game days, the ticket office stays open from 10 a.m. until the 7th inning of each game. Get your Quakes tickets today.
Well, we head into the bottom of the 5th inning with the score 3-0 Quakes. Hunter with a little bit more to work with here in terms of run support. Leading it off is B.J. Garvey. And Hunter has struck out the last 4 men he has faced, all swinging. As the first pitch to Garvey is down low, 1 ball, no strikes. Garvey grounded to first in the 2nd. Here's the next pitch, 1-0, swinging a roller to short. Fielded by Wood. He throws to first in time to get Garvey. 1 man out. Here's Justin Ruckey. It's our opportunity tomorrow. We told you to see Bill Edwards from Cedar Rapids, and Edwards comes in with some good numbers from Cedar Rapids. He'll make the start, and he takes over that spot in the rotation, the number 4 spot in the Quakes rotation. Here is Ruckey, and he takes down low from Hunter, 1 ball, no strikes. Edwards arriving on Monday, or arriving on Tuesday. 1-0, here's the pitch, breaking ball taken, called strike 1. 1-1. Hunter to the plate, the 1-1 on the way, and it's outside. 2 balls and 1 strike to count. Now here's the next pitch, swung on and tipped at the plate. 2-2, that ball ran in on the hands of Ruckey. He just got a piece of it with his bat. Hunter has not allowed a hit since the 3rd. He has only allowed 2 hits so far. He has walked just 1 batter. Here's the 2-2 on the way, and Hunter takes, or Ruckey takes down low, full count. Fewest number of hits Hunter has given up in a performance was 3. That was in a 4-inning performance at Modesto. 3-2 swung on, grounded to the backhand side of Brown at third. He bobbled momentarily, but still gets rid of it quickly and over to first to get Ruckey for the out. A great play there by Matt Brown. It was hit to his backhand side. Brown made the backhand grab, and it wasn't the cleanest of transitions, but he didn't bobble it where he dropped it. The ball kind of just popped out of his glove, and he fired over to first. That was a very, very long throw from one baseline to the other. 2 outs. Here's Colton, and the pitch is outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the 1-0. Swinging a bouncer over towards short. It is gloved by Wood. He throws over to first in time, inning over. Wood with the backhand play. Throws to first. That'll do it. 3 up, 3 down. We head to the 6th. 3-0 Quakes.
Have you ever driven with your knees? Applied makeup during the commute? Read the paper while you changed lanes? Answered your cell phone at 65 miles per hour? It might sound funny, but there's nothing funny about the nearly 1.5 million auto accidents that happen every year because of distracted drivers. Allstate understands that nobody's perfect, but they also think that safe drivers, people who do check their rearview mirror before changing lanes, do pay attention to the road, and don't eat while they drive, should be rewarded with the Allstate Safe Driver Discount. Safe drivers should pay less. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox now more than ever, it's good to play together.
After 5, our score 3-0 Quakes. Coming up to the plate here in the top of the 6th is Bobby Wilson, Blake Balcom, and then Baltazar Lopez. Let's get you caught up on some out-of-town scores on this Tuesday or on this Thursday evening in baseball. Lots of California League action, and same with action in the major leagues. Here's Bobby Wilson. The pitch is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike to count. Wilson tonight flied to right in the first, singled to left in the 4th. 0-1. Here's the pitch. Breaking ball inside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Inland Empire warming up another right-hander down the line in the bullpen. Here's the 1-1 from Acosta. And a curveball swung on and missed, and Wilson swinging right over the top of that pitch. One ball, 2 strikes to count. Acosta comes back. The 1-2 swung on and missed. Another pitch low in the zone. Wilson is out on strikes. One man out. Here is Blake Balcom. Balcom singled in the 2nd. Hit a foul pop-up into that double play on that bunt, or into the triple play on that bunt. The pitch is down low, 1-0. A play that was hotly contested by manager Ty Boykin. The 1-0, and with good cause. Next pitch is swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. One and 1. Here's the next pitch on the way. Changeup misses down low. Two balls, 1 strike to count. 1 man out. Here is the next pitch from Acosta, low and away. Three and 1. Next pitch, strike called right at the knees, and the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Next pitch, swinging a broken bat roller over to second base, fielded by Garcia Parra. And the flip over to first to get Balcom is in time. That bat landed on the on-deck circle along the third base line. It splintered right at the handles. Two men out. Here is Baltazar Lopez. On the out-of-town scoreboard, the Angels had the day off. They're traveling right now. Oakland at home tonight, leading Toronto 5-3, top of the 7th inning with the Blue Jays batting there. Detroit beats Texas in Detroit in a come-from-behind effort in 10 innings, 6-5. Here's the pitch to Lopez. Lopez takes a strike on the outside corner in the count 0-1. Boston beats Baltimore 6-4 with 3 in the bottom of the 9th. It was Minnesota 4, Cleveland 3. Next pitch in there for a strike in the count 0-2. Minnesota 4, Cleveland 3, a final from the Metrodome in 13 innings. And Kansas City at home tonight beats the Yankees 5-2. The 0-2 up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two men out. Here's the 1-2 on the way. Up and away. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Acosta into the windup. Here's the 2-2 on the way. Swinging a foul off to the left. And the count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the windup, the 2-2 on the way. Lopez swings and misses a running fastball away, and the inning is over. Nothing across in the 6th for the Quakes. Heading to the bottom of the inning, it is 3-0 Rancho.
Hello, Best Western.
Hi, I'd like to book a room.
Sure, for how long?
5 months, so 161 days.
161 days?
Yep, don't want to miss out on any bobbleheads.
Wow, I guess so.
Actually, they're not for me, though. They're for my son.
I'm sure they are.
Stay at any Best Western in California, Nevada, and Hawaii between April 7th and September 15th and ask for the baseball rate. You'll get up to 25% off your stay and get a free limited edition bobblehead. Different Major League star in their minor league uniform with each stay. Log on to TravelBestWestern.com for additional terms or call 1-800-WESTERN. Guests must register in advance and quantities are limited.
A few years ago, a small bank from Rancho Cucamonga started sending shockwaves through the banking industry. Vineyard Bank rolled through Southern California with a creative force that is changing the way we bank. We created small ripples at first, with innovative ways to move money quickly and effectively, where it would help businesses and families the most. Then our reputation grew stronger thanks to personal bankers with a can-do attitude committed to building lasting relationships. Vineyard Bank's financial performance was off the scale. A fast-growing bank with a rising stock. New, customer-friendly branches offering easy access to your money hunting throughout the Southland. Online banking on our award-winning website at www.vineyardbank.com. That's Vineyard Bank. Proud to be your hometown bank. Proud to support our hometown team. For more information, please call 1-800-442-4996. That's 1-800-442-4996.
Throw going down to second base here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here come the 66ers to bat against Chris Hunter. 3-0 the score in favor of the Quakes. And Hunter has retired the last 8 men he has faced. Here is Garcia Parra to lead it off. Garcia Parra led off the game with a single, and Rogelstad then walked. And since then, Hunter has retired 15 of 16 The pitch to Garcia Parra is down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Hunter has allowed just 2 hits, 1 walk on the night. He has struck out 4. Here's the 1-0 to Garcia Parra, and it hits him. Curveball hit him on the back, and Garcia Parra down to first. Now here is Matt Rogelstad. Garcia Parra has been on base all 3 times tonight. And Rogelstad, who walked in his first plate appearance, grounded out to first his last time up. Brown is in on the grass at third. The pitch, and Rogelstad, the left-hander, takes a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. Hunter wears the high black socks, wears the long black sleeves under the blue top tonight. 0-1 the count. Quakes wearing their batting practice caps as well. The 0-1, low and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now Hunter, a high set. Now a long pause at the belt, and a throwback over to first, and back safely is Garcia Parra. High Desert leads Lancaster 5-2, top of the 9th inning with the Mavericks batting in Lancaster. San Jose 3, Visalia 1. That's in the top of the 9th as well at Visalia. The 1-1 down low. 2 balls, 1 strike. Stockton at home leading Bakersfield 2-1 in the bottom of the 5th. Modesto 4, Lake Elsinore 2, top half of the 7th inning, down at the Diamond. 2-1 is down low. 3 balls and a strike. Here it is 3-0 Quakes, last half of the 6th inning. Jason Anaforian with you tonight from Arrowhead Credit Union Park. We'll be back home tomorrow night, starting up with Lancaster, 3 games, and then the Quakes will be back on the road. Next pitch is down low, ball 4 to Rogelstad, and he walks. And now Hunter has put the first 2 men on base here in the 6th. Down to second goes Garcia Parra. Rogelstad has walked now for the 2nd time tonight. And here is Eric Monzon. Quakes with the infield back here. Bottom of the 6th inning. Monzon represents the tying run. Hunter throws the pitch. Swinging a bouncer, and it's past the diving Brown into left field, a base hit. Around third is Garcia Parra. Here comes the throw from left. It's cut off. Pauly's throw's cut off, and the 66ers are on the board. An RBI single for Eric Monzon. It is 3-1 Quakes. His 14th RBI of the year. Rogelstad down to second. Here is Ryan LaHair. LaHair grounded to first in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch, LaHair takes down low. 1 ball, no strikes. LaHair with 6 home runs and 39 RBIs on the year. A man you don't want to see or allow him to extend his arms. Big, powerful left-handed hitter, slightly open stance, stands upright. And now here's time. Time is called, and Hunter comes through with the pitch. Throws through to the plate anyway. And that ball bounced in the dirt in the batter's box. 1 ball, no strikes to count. That last pitch, not a pitch. Time was called. Hunter was into his windup. 1-0. There's a ball that's gotten loose from the Quakes bullpen. Here's the pitch. It's a strike. 1-1 the count. back at second. Hunter throws the 1-1 on the way. Big swing and a chopper to the right side, and it's scooped backhanded by Morales. He's going to go with his momentum towards short, where he throws over there for the force out. An out is recorded on the play. Rogelstad takes third, and LaHair is on base. The fielder's choice going 3-6. A big high bouncer. Morales came over and with his glove hand swiped in kind of he short hopped that ball and picked it up and threw over to second base to get the force out on Monson. One man out in the inning. Here is Wladimir Balentien. 3-1 Quakes, bottom of the sixth. Hunter set, and he throws the pitch. Balentien takes a curveball in the dirt, goes to the backstop. This is going to score a run. Monson or Rogelstad scores. Down to second base goes LaHair, and he is 3-2 in favor of the Quakes, and the lead has been cut to a run in the inning. Now the Quakes with activity up in the bullpen. Potential tying run is at second base with just one man out. Here's Hunter to the plate. The pitch, curveball to Balentien, taken for a strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Hunter looks in from the stretch, now goes to the glove. He's going to step off, and Wilson's going to come out and talk to Hunter on the mound. Our score, 3-2 Quakes. Their lead has been cut to a run here in the bottom of the sixth inning, with Balentien at the plate. Quakes seen their lead cut to a run on a RBI single by Eric Monzon, and then a wild pitch. Alan Buckley is warming up down the right field line in the Rancho bullpen. 1-1 the count to Balentien. Hunter looks back at second to pitch. Balentien takes outside with a changeup. 2 balls, 1 strike. Two and one man out. Hunter to the plate. Low and away. It is blocked by Wilson. 3 balls, 1 strike. On deck is Carlos Arroyo. Three and one man out. Hunter throws. The pitch is swung on, hit down the right field line, into the corner. That one's up onto the berm. And out of play, 3 balls, 2 strikes. Chairback seats down both left field and right field lines, and just beyond the bullpen mounds, which are located on the field in foul territory. And then right after that, in the corners, there is some berm on both sides. That's where that ball landed, down the right field line. Full count, 1 out. The pitch. Balentien swings and skies it. Shallow left center. Wood at short going out, calling everybody off. He makes the catch for the out. And holding at second base is LaHair. 2 men out, and Carlos Arroyo will be the batter. Arroyo grounded to second in the second, struck out swinging in the fourth. 3-2 Rancho, bottom half of the sixth. Hunter looks back at second. Here's the pitch. Arroyo takes in the dirt. It is blocked by Wilson, and the runner holds at second base. 1 ball, no strikes. One ball, no strikes, the count. Hunter throws. Here's the pitch. Fastball misses inside. 2 balls, no strikes. Hunter peers in for the signs from Wilson. Now he's set. Here's the 2-0. Swinging a big tapper to the right side. That's going to be beyond the reach of Reyes in the right field to hit. Balcom is up throwing in right. The throw to the plate, not in time. Scoring from second is LaHair to tie the ball game up at 3. And Carlos Arroyo with his 11th RBI of the season has tied it up 3-3. And here comes Ty Boykin out to the mound. Tough break there for Chris Hunter. Here comes Boykin out to the mound, and he's going to go to the bullpen. We'll take a break. We'll come back and get you the information on the new Quakes pitcher right after this.
In Chicago, the joke goes, they drive with one hand on the wheel and one on the horn. In Seattle, it's one hand on the wheel and one on your soy latte. In L.A., the trend is to drive with one hand on the wheel and one hand on the cell phone with your talent agent. Fortunately, there are drivers like you, safe drivers, people who haven't had a ticket or been in an accident for over 3 years, people who check their rearview mirror before changing lanes, people who don't drive with their knees. Allstate rewards those drivers with the Allstate Safe Driver discount. Safe drivers should pay less. That's Allstate stand. Are you in good hands?
You are listening to Quakes Baseball on AM 1370 KWRM, Corona, California.
Well, our new pitcher here is Alan Buckley. Tonight's Quakes broadcast is being brought to you in part by Allstate Insurance. Fans, to find out how much you can save, call your local Allstate agents. Here are a couple of numbers to call. Call Pamela Polson in Chino at 628-7633 or Doug Moore in Rancho Cucamonga at 463-6716. Again, that's Pamela Polson in Chino at 628-7633 or Doug Moore in Rancho Cucamonga at 463-6716. 3-3 the score here as Alan Buckley has come on to relieve Chris Hunter. And a tough break for Hunter as he had a 3-0 lead into the bottom of the 6th and hit a guy, walked a guy, and that seemed to start an inning in which Inland Empire has tied it up. Here's Buckley. Runner goes at first. The pitch to Garvey. Swung on and missed. Throw down to second base. Not in time. It skips away and goes into center field. Up from second base over to third is Arroyo. A runner at third base now with 2 men out. A stolen base for Arroyo. His third of the season. The air is charged to Bobby Wilson on the throw. It was to the right of second base and in the dirt. The second baseman Reyes went over to cover the bag on that play. So a runner at third now, 2 men out. And the count 1 ball, no strikes to B.J. Garvey. Buckley set at the belt. A look over at third. Here's the pitch. Swing and a pop-up foul off to the right and out of play. No balls. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Buckley set at the belt. Here's the 1-1. Breaking ball on a check swing, and it is taken low and away. Buckley shakes off one side. Now he sets, looks over at third. The pitch on the way. In the dirt. The ball scoots away. Coming in to score from third base with a slide is Arroyo. The throw went back home to the plate. And it wasn't going to be in time as the throw actually hit Arroyo in the back. He broke home immediately, and the 66ers here in the bottom of the 6th have grabbed a 4-3 lead. Well, 2 wild pitches in this inning, leading to a run. Garvey at the plate. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The inning is over. In the inning for Inland Empire, 4 runs on 2 hits. A walk, an error, 2 wild pitches, nobody left on base. Heading to the 7th, it's now 4-3 Inland Empire.
Tonight's game is being brought to you by SoCal Sportswear in Downey. SoCal Sportswear is the official provider for the ABA's Ontario Warriors, for the LA Sparks, and for Long Beach State as well. Your high school or college will enjoy all-star workmanship at all-star prices. Call 562-923-0909. That's 562-923-0909. SoCal Sportswear in Downey will put your name or logo on any type of hat, visor, tank, T-shirt, short, jacket, you name it. SoCal Sportswear in Downey. When you want it done right the first time, 562-923-0909.
Galliano Winery, located at 1431 Wineville Road in Mariloma, California. In business since 1927, the Galliano family's roots run deep in Cucamonga Valley's winemaking history, offering a unique array of 25 varieties, including award-winning wines as well as custom label. The Galliano tradition continues to grow in the Inland Empire. Try the latest award-winning wines in a relaxed country atmosphere of the tasting room. Enjoy a tour of our landmark complex or relax in the beautiful picnic grounds. To reach Galliano Winery, call 909-685-5376. That's 909-685-5376. Or stop by Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m., and Sunday, 10:30 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Okay, we move into the top of the 7th inning with the score 4-3 in favor of the 66ers. Inland Empire scoring 4 in the bottom of the 6th. The Quakes with a single run in the first, 2 in the top of the 5th. Now here is Ivan Reyes. New right-handed pitcher for the 66ers is Aaron Looper on here in the 7th. Acosta pitches an inning and 2/3. Here's the pitch, and it's on the outside corner for a strike, and the count 0-1. He came into a situation with the bases loaded and just one man out, only allowed one of the 3 runners he inherited to score. Reyes swings and misses in the count 0-2. The Quakes settled for 2 in that inning. They left 2 on, and now they trail 4-3. Reyes was hit by a pitch. He scored in that inning. Next pitch is a curveball, misses low. 1 ball, 2 strikes from Aaron Looper. Aaron Looper's a guy that was traded to the Dodgers and traded back to the Mariners all within 10 days at the start of the season. Next pitch swung on and missed, and Reyes is out on strikes. 1 man out. Here is Brandon Wood. Brandon Wood doubled in the first. Hit into a fielder's choice in the second. Walked and scored in the 5th. 4-3 Rancho. 4-3 Inland Empire. Beg your pardon. Top of the 7th. Pitch to Wood as a curveball low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Looper set from the glove. He throws the 1-0 on the way. The right-hander deals, and Wood swings and flies one to center. Balentien moved drifting over to his left in the gap. Reaches up and makes the catch for the out. 2 men away. And coming up to the plate is Devin Day. Devin Day grounded to short in the first, struck out swinging in the 3rd, and he walked in the 5th. 2 men out, top of the 7th inning. 4-3 Quakes. 4-3 66ers. I'm sorry, folks. I'll get it right. The pitch swung on, popped up. Shallow center. Balentien is entered. He's there. He makes the catch, inning over. Well, after Inland Empire scores 4 runs in the top of the 6th, a big momentum booster there, coming back to retire the Quakes. 1-2-3. 7th inning stretch time here at Arrowhead Credit Union Park. The score Inland Empire leading this one 4-3.
Everyone wants a healthy lawn and garden. However, fertilizer works better and is more cost-effective when used properly. By following the directions on the package and making sure water does not run off your property, you can keep fertilizer from washing away. Water that runs off your lawn or garden flows into the gutter and drains directly into the Santa Ana River, carrying excess fertilizer with it. Any fertilizer that reaches local waterways pollutes the environment for people and aquatic life. Next time you use fertilizer, make the following choices to protect our environment, your pocketbook, and public health. Follow the directions on the product. More is not better. Extra fertilizer just gets washed off your lawn or garden. Avoid using fertilizer near ditches or gutters. When watering your lawn and garden, make sure water does not run into the street and carry fertilizer with it. Do not apply fertilizer before a rainstorm. Store fertilizers and chemicals in a covered area and in sealed containers. When it is time to dispose of leftover chemicals, call 1-800-253-2687 for the Household Hazardous Waste Collection Site near you. For more pollution prevention tips, please call the City of Rancho Cucamonga at 909-477-2740 extension 4060.
This is James Russell, hitting coach of the Quakes for the Ontario Airport Marriott. If you're looking for a great place to eat, the Ontario Airport Marriott features the D Street Sports Bar and Grill, open daily from 11:30 to 1:30. The Pacific Grill for the fine diner, or stop by the 24-hour Pacific Deli. The Ontario Airport Marriott is located at 2200 East Holt Boulevard, right off the 10 freeway. The Ontario Airport Marriott, a proud sponsor of your 2005 Quakes on the Radio.
Our score 4-3, Inland Empire heading to the bottom of the 7th inning. Alan Buckley stays on the mound to pitch for the Quakes here in the bottom of the inning. Jason Anafoyan with you here tonight from the ballpark. Our next broadcast comes your way tomorrow. It is tape delayed following Long Beach State's regional game at home against Rhode Island. If Long Beach State wins tomorrow, our broadcast on Saturday will be tape delayed as well. If they lose, the broadcast will not be tape delayed on Saturday night. On Sunday afternoon, the 2:15 start for the Quakes can be heard live beginning at 2 o'clock with the pregame show from the Epicenter. Sunday afternoon, this game will be live, and you can catch the action right here on KWRM 1370 AM and along the internet at rcquakes.com. Well, Buckley came in to face Garvey with a runner at first and nobody out, or in 2 men out. Actually, he came in with to face a runner at first and 2 men out in the 6th. Arroyo stole second, moved to third on an error by Wilson on a throwing and then scored on a Buckley wild pitch. Here is Justin Ruckty to lead it off. Now, time is being called and play is being held up. There was a car on the field in an in-between inning promotion that made its way around the warning track out in left center field, and they had to wait to close one of the doors to the wall. Here is the pitch to Ruckty, and it's taken for a strike. And the count is 0-1. 4-3 the score in favor of Inland Empire. Bottom half of the 7th inning. The 0-1 on the way. Breaking ball from Buckley misses low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. The pitching matchup this weekend. Bill Edwards tomorrow night for the Quakes, a right-hander. He'll be opposed by left-hander Matt Chico. The pitcher swung on and a bouncer foul wide of the third base line, rolling back towards the Inland Empire dugout. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes. Buckley to the plate. The pitch. And Ruckty cannot hold up. And he goes around swinging, and he is out on strikes. One man out. Chris Colton coming up. Bill Edwards tomorrow for the Quakes. Left-hander Matt Chico. Chico recently sent down from AA Tennessee. Here's Buckley to the plate, and the pitch on the way is in there for a strike, and the count is 0-1. James Holcomb will start on Saturday for the Quakes. He'll be opposed by right-hander Garrett Mott. Next pitch, Colton swings and skies one. Deep right center field. Balcom in the alleyway, and the right fielder reaches up to make the catch for the second out. Here comes Michael Garcia-Parra. On Sunday, Rich Thompson will pitch for the hometown Quakes. He'll be opposed by right-hander John Castellanos. That is the pitching rotation this weekend for the series with Lancaster. And then the Quakes will be off on Monday. Quakes right now in a stretch. This is the 17th game of 20 in a row right now. Pitch to Garcia-Parra down low, and it skips away back towards the first base dugout. 1 ball, no strikes. Garcia-Parra has been on base all 3 times tonight. 1-0 the count. Buckley to the glove. Rocks and kicks. The 1-0 on the way. Fastball misses inside. 2-0. Buckley into his windup. The 2-0 on the way. Garcia-Parra swings and pops it up. Foul territory, first base side. Morales going over near the camera bin, and it lands in the camera bin. 2-1 to Garcia-Parra. On the out-of-town scoreboard in the National League, the Dodgers lead the Brewers 5-3 in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-1. Garcia-Parra lays off of that pitch, and it comes up and in. 3 balls, 1 strike. Two men out. Buckley rocks and kicks. Here's the pitch. Outside, ball 4. A walk to Garcia-Parra. Here is Matt Rogelstad. Rogelstad walked in the first, grounded to first base in the 3rd inning. Walked and scored in the 6th inning. Garcia-Parra been on base now all 4 times. He's been a pesky hitter in this series. Has had a productive series. The pitch to Rogelstad is a breaking ball outside. 1-0 the count to Matt Rogelstad. Now Buckley is ready. A turn and a throw back over to first. The ball is low. It skips away from Morales. Getting up and going down to second base is Rogelstad. Or getting up and going down to second base is Garcia-Parra. An error on the throw, charged to Buckley. And now Darren Brown and Andrew Nelson, the trainer for Inland Empire, going down to check on Garcia-Parra. Garcia-Parra may be coming up with some problems in the neck after that slide. He went into first. He went into second with a head-first slide after he got up from the loose ball. And he is in safely at second base. Now they both head back. One and all the count to Rogelstad. 2 men out. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 1 strike. Two men out. Away from second base is Garcia-Parra. Buckley to the plate. Curveball taken for a called strike 2. 1-2. 1 and 2, 2 men out. Buckley throws the pitch, swinging a little pop-up. Third base side of the infield, coming over to his left is Matt Brown on the grass. And the third baseman reaches up and he makes the catch on the jog. The inning is over. No runs, a walk, an error, a man left on base, and we have completed 7. The score, 4-3. 66.
Hey, great house. How did you find it?
I called Inland Empire Real Estate. They showed us the newest homes on the market. We were even the first to see a couple, including this one. And by the way, our mortgage is less than our rent.
You got lucky.
No, I knew who to call. Inland Empire Real Estate.
As a local agent, nobody knows the Rancho Cucamonga area better than Inland Empire Real Estate. Let us help you make the best decision of the most important purchase or sale in your lifetime. Read our tips for buyers and sellers online at soldie.com or stop by 8010 Haven Avenue.
Omaha Jack's Grill House and Brewery is open just north of the epicenter in Mozzie Plaza. Come in for outstanding food featuring great steaks, fresh seafood, and roasted prime rib. Not to mention an in-house brewery and live entertainment. Quakes fans, show your ticket stub after a ball game and receive 10% off. Can't make it in after the game? Then stop in before for great steaks. Or how about a great place to meet for lunch? Lunch specials start at just $5.99. Omaha Jack's, a home run away from the epicenter.
In baseball, there are day games, night games, and even the occasional twilight doubleheader. But you'll never see a first thing in the morning game. That's because mornings are for Farmer John. Whether it's delicious hardwood smoked bacon, savory sausage, or juicy ham steaks, they're all made fresh right here in the Southland. There's even Farmer John quick serve bacon and sausage. It's ready in seconds. So share your afternoons and evenings with the Quakes. But mornings are for you and Farmer John. Get fresh. Get Farmer John.
4-3, 66ers after 7 innings. And here is Kendrys Morales to lead it off for the Quakes, trailing by a run. And on the mound is the first pitch to Morales is a breaking ball taken for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Aaron Looper stays on for his second inning of work. Next pitch comes inside, and it grazes Morales on the right leg, and he throws the bat away. And he's down to first base. And the Quakes will lead off base runner. As long as nobody gets hurt in a situation of a hit batsman. And I think Morales really wanted to swing the bat there. He has been on base 3 of 4 times tonight. 0 for 1, 2 walks, hit by a pitch. At this point, get a guy on and see if you can't get him in. Quakes have, at this moment, 6 outs to work with. And here's Matt Brown. Runner on, nobody out. The pitch. Way outside. It goes to the backstop, and down to second base goes Morales. So a wild pitch charged to Looper. 1 ball, no strikes. That ball was up and out of the zone. And it sailed to the backstop on the fly. 1-0 the count. The pitch. Breaking ball taken down low. 2 balls, no strikes, the count to Matt Brown. Top of the 8th inning. 4-3 in favor of Inland Empire. Base hit can tie it. In center field, Balentien playing somewhat shallow. Colton straight away and deep in right. Garvey straight away and deep in left. The pitch swung on. Hit out towards left center field. On the run is Balentien. He's going to run it down for the catch. And the center fielder is there. 1 man out. Well, Balentien was shading Brown the right direction. And that's what's called pitching into the scouting report. Brown hit it hard. Not only did he hit it hard, he hit it fast. And even with Balentien shading in that direction, he was going to have to get a good jump on it, which he did, in order to run that pitch down, because it was going to get to the outfield so quickly. Now here is Polly. Looper looks back at second. The pitch on the way. Polly takes low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Polly is 1 for 2. Singled to right in the first, walked in the fourth, popped out to short in the fifth. The next pitch, swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike to count. Here's the 1-1 from Looper. Taken for a called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Breaking ball there to Polly. Now Balentien is shading Polly a little bit towards right center. Looper looks back at second. Here's the pitch. And Polly takes off the outside of the plate. 2-2. There was an appeal down to the base umpire, Dixon Sturman. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out. I look back at second base. Here's the 2-2 on the way. And Polly takes low and away. 3 balls, 2 strikes. One man out. Looper works from the far first base side of the rubber. The right-hander deals, swinging a broken bat roller over to second. Garcia Parra fields and throws over to first in time to get Polly. Down to third base goes Morales. Barrel of the bat landed on the infield dirt. 2 men out, runner at third. Here is Bobby Wilson. Now Looper looking into Wilson. The pitch. Check swing. Appeal to the base umpire. No. Wilson holds up. The pitch is a little bit low. 1 ball, no strikes. Two men out. The 1-0 on the way. Wilson cannot hold up this time. A fastball bearing in, and he goes around swinging. 1 ball and 1 strike. 1-1, 2 men out. Here's the pitch on the way. Wilson swings and misses. A slow curveball. And the count, 1 ball, 2 strikes. 2 men out. Looper throws the pitch. Wilson reaches for it, taps it, stays alive as he rolls it foul wide of third. 1-2 the count. Here's the pitch. Wilson swings and misses. A breaking ball in the dirt. The tag is applied, and that'll end it here in the 8th. The Quakes get a leadoff man aboard, but they're unable to get Morales home. He is stranded at third here in the 8th. 1 left on, heading to the bottom of the 8th, 4-3 Inland Empire.
Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter as the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes host the Lancaster Jethawks the weekend of June 3rd through 5th. On Friday, June 3rd, the first 1,000 fans will get a Dallas McPherson bobblehead doll presented by Fontana Nissan. A post-game fireworks show presented by the Laughlin Convention and Visitors Bureau follows Saturday night's contest, and then wind down the weekend on Sunday afternoon. The first pitch is at 2:15.
Kendrys at second. He flips over to Wood at short for 1. Back to first. Double play.
Tickets at the Epicenter start at $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Fans can purchase tickets in person at the Epicenter ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com.
Morales swings and drives it high and deep to right. This one is on its way, and we are tied up.
Come see the Angels of Tomorrow today at the Epicenter in Rancho Cucamonga.
A 2-run home run for Kendrys Morales here in the bottom of the 9th inning.
Hey fans, capture special moments both on and off the field with the new Sprint PCS Vision Phone with a built-in camera. Right now you can save up to $150 instantly on select phone models, plus you'll get 2 months of Sprint PCS Vision service for free. Rancho Cucamonga Quakes fans, bring your ticket stub into any local Sprint store and save an extra $30 when you activate a new line of service.
Limited time offer valid with a new line of service and 2-year agreement subject to credit, activation, termination, other terms, conditions, and restrictions apply. See Sprint store for details.
Sprint PCS is the official wireless partner of the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes.
Final throw going down to second base. It is 4-3. Inland Empire coming up here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Alan Buckley still in the game for the Quakes. Quakes will have the bottom of the order. Balcom, Lopez, and Reyes in the 9th. Eric Monson was 1 for 3, had an RBI single in the 6th inning, will lead it off. Buckley to the plate, and the pitch is low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. Monson hit a foul pop-up to the catcher in the first, struck out swinging in the 3rd. Next pitch from Buckley is low and away, 2 balls, no strikes. So the Quakes found themselves leading the whole ball game, and then now in the later innings, after a 4-run bottom of the 6th inning by Inland Empire, the losing streak is in jeopardy of expanding. Next pitch low and away, 3 balls, no strikes. Quakes already 10 below 500 coming into the ball game. The 3-0 on the way, runs inside, ball 4 and a walk. Monson walks, and here is Ryan LaHair. LaHair grounded to first in the first, struck out swinging in the 4th, reached on a fielder's choice, and he scored in the 6th. Away from first is Monson. Here's the pitch, and LaHair takes low and away. 1 ball, no strikes. So Buckley here missing away. Here's the next pitch. This one is over the plate, swung on and missed. He came back in and blew a fastball by LaHair. 1 ball, 1 strike to count. Quakes will get the bullpen going. Buckley is set. A turn and a throwback over to first, and back safely is Monson. 1 ball, 1 strike to LaHair. Buckley throws the pitch. Breaking ball taken, called strike 2, 1-2. With the Quakes out to a 3-0 lead, they fell behind 4-3 in the bottom of the 6th. They also had an opportunity that was snagged away from them. Next pitch is down low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. An opportunity in the 4th inning with just a 1-0 lead on a play that, regardless of the outcome of this game, it has affected the outcome one way or the other. 2-2 the count. Runner goes at first. The pitch is outside. Throw down to second base is wide. It goes into center field. Getting up from second and heading over to third base is Monson. And he is at third base, the second error of the night for Rancho. Now a runner at third. An error charge to Wilson. Full count, the infield brought in now. And the pitch to LaHair, swinging a ground ball. That one's going to go into the glove of the lunging shortstop Wood. He fields it backhand and throws over to first in time to hit LaHair. And the runner holds at third. Ball went to the backhand side of Brandon Wood, and when he picked it up on the grass, he looked over to third. So there's one big out with a runner at third. Here's Wladimir Balentien. Ty Boykins coming out of the dugout. He's looking down to the bullpen with a right-hander up. We'll step away here. Quakes are going to make a pitching change. When we come back, we'll tell you about the new Rancho pitcher in the bottom of the 8th inning right after this.
8-figure contracts, multi-million-dollar signing bonuses, million-dollar incentive clauses. Yes, professional athletes get paid a lot. But hey, you expect them to. After all, they're in the big leagues. Now, Allstate's in the big leagues, but that doesn't mean you have to pay a lot. In fact, you may be surprised to learn that 7 out of 10 drivers who switched their auto insurance to Allstate said they saved money. And you can always expect great service, even if your Allstate agent happens to pull a hamstring playing softball. Big league insurance for less. That's Allstate, Stan. Are you in good hands?
This is the radio home of the Quakes, KWRM 1370.
First pitch swung on, hit up the alleyway, left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. And coming in to score is Eric Monzon. And Balentien is at second with a double. And it is now 5-3 in favor of the 66ers. There was a meeting on the mound, and I apologize, it was not a pitching change, but Balentien with a big hit after that meeting was over and we came back from break. Here is the pitch now to Carlos Arroyo, and Arroyo takes the first pitch. That is up high, 1 ball, no strikes. Buckley gives up the double to Balentien. Now he steps off of the mound, and that is an added insurance run. Aaron McKenzie is still up in the Quakes bullpen. 0-1 the count. Here is the pitch on the way, and it's low and in the dirt. Down to third base goes Balentien, and he is in there on the wild pitch.
Yeah, baby.
So a wild pitch charged to Buckley. 5-3 the score now. Infield brought in again for the Quakes. The pitch, swinging a big high chopper. This one's to the third base side, picked up by Brown on the grass, throws to first, and it's not in time. A run comes in to score. That's Balentien from third base. Arroyo safe at first base on an infield hit and an RBI, and it now makes it 6-3, and here comes Boykin, and now we're going to have a pitching change. So Balentien doubles in Monzon from third base with 1 man out. Balentien moves over to third on a wild pitch. Charged, obviously, to Buckley. And then Arroyo with a big high chopper to third. Brown came in on the grass. His only play was going to be to try and get the runner at first base. And his throw was just a tad too late, but it was an infield hit. Morales came off the bag. And they're actually, I'm seeing E5 up on the board right now. We're going to step away for this pitching change. Aaron McKenzie now in the ballgame. We'll come back and tell you about McKenzie right after this.
We at KWRM 1370 know that you have a choice when it comes to sports radio, and we also know that you're in the right place. By airing the local games that matter most to you, KWRM is your Orange County and Inland Empire sports leader. Whether it's professional baseball, college basketball, or high school football, no one delivers the best and exciting local play-by-play like KWRM. Check out our new website at KWRM1370am.com. That's KWRM1370am.com, and thanks for being a part of our all-star lineup.
Individual tickets for July 3rd go on sale Monday, May 2nd. Ticket prices for this game are $2 more per ticket than regular ticket prices. The Quakes will host the Lancaster Jethawks at 7:15, and following the game, enjoy the Independence Day post-game fireworks show sponsored by Silverback Extreme. Tickets to the July 3rd game can be purchased on or after May 2nd at the Quakes ticket office, over the phone at 909-481-5252, or online at rcquakes.com.
Now here is B.J. Garvey in the bottom of the 8th inning, one out, facing Aaron McKenzie. A turn and a throwback over to first base, and Arroyo is back. Our score now 6-3 Inland Empire. And McKenzie on the mound with a runner at first and one out. A turn and a throwback over to first, and Arroyo is back. The last play in the 8th inning, or not in this bottom of the 8th inning, the last play before he went out to break, in which I had said that Arroyo had an infield hit, it was ruled in error. Next pitch is up and in. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Garvey. A chopper in on the grass at third that Brown came in and fielded, and he threw to first base on a bang-bang play. And they ruled it an error, charged to Brown. Here's the next pitch, and Garvey takes that for a strike, and the count 1-1. Garvey 0 for 3. One ball, one strike, one out. McKenzie set at the belt to turn and a throwback over to first base. And back safely is Arroyo. So the current line score stands at 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors for Inland Empire. 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors for the Quakes. 2 errors are charged to Wilson. 1 is charged to Hunter. Or Buckley, I'm sorry. The 1-1, swinging a pop-up. Shallow right. Here comes Balkaman. He's there to make the catch. And McKenzie retires the second out here in the 8th inning. McKenzie is the third pitcher of the night used by the Quakes. Hunter, Buckley, and then McKenzie. Here is Justin Ruckty. Ruckty 0 for 3. 2 outs, runner at first. Now the pitch is taken down low. 1 ball, no strikes. Now McKenzie a pause at the belt. Here's the 1-0 on the way. Swinging a bouncer to Brown at third. He fields it, throws to first in time to get Ruckty inning over. In the inning, 1 run, 1 hit, 2 errors, and a man left on base. We head to the 9th, and this one has gotten tougher for the Quakes. They now trail 6-3.
It's good to play together on the diamond, but it's even better to play together on your Xbox. When the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes are not on the field, you can usually find them playing Xbox, the official gaming console of the 2005 Rancho Cucamonga Quakes. With several new games for the whole family, online play with Xbox Live, and a new low price of $149. What better time than now to visit your local gaming retailer and pick up your very own Xbox? Xbox now more than ever, it's good to play together.
For fans that can't make it to all 70 games, the Quakes mini plans are perfect for you. Starting as low as $60 per seat, these plans feature the most exciting games of the 2005 season. Fans who purchase a mini plan are guaranteed 2 giveaways, discounted pricing, free email newsletter, priority for July 3rd and playoff tickets, and the same seats for each game, plus the ability to exchange unused tickets for future games. To order your Quakes mini plan today, call the Quakes ticket office at 909-481-5252. Get your Quakes mini season plan today.
It's here, the Old Time Gospel Parade, specializing in music 50 years or older. These songs have blessed families for generations. Tune in Monday through Friday, 5 to 7 p.m., and Saturday and Sunday, 2 to 3 p.m. Meditate on these songs and let God work wonders in your life.
Well, the score 6-3, Inland Empire heading here into the top of the ninth inning. Greg Ware coming on now to pitch for the 66ers. McKenzie goes 2/3 of an inning tonight, shutout ball. Buckley, let's get you the line on Alan Buckley. Buckley goes an inning and 2/3, and he gives up 2 runs. And at this moment, both of those runs are unearned. He walked 2, strikes out 2. Here comes Blake Balcom to lead it off for Rancho Cucamonga. And the Quakes down by 3 in the ninth. The pitch is up and inside. 1 ball, no strikes. Balcom singled in the second. He bunted into that triple play in the fourth and then grounded to second in the sixth. Next pitch is swung on and missed. And the count, no ball. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Greg Ware is the third pitcher used tonight. The 1-1. Balcom takes down low. 2 balls and a strike. Greg Ware is the third pitcher out of the bullpen, 4th overall on the night. Now he throws the 2-1 on the way, swung on and fouled back to the screen. 2 balls and 2 strikes to count. Two and 2. Here's the pitch. Balcom swings and fouls it back to the screen. The count remains 2 balls, 2 strikes. Quakes need a couple of base runners here to get the tying run to the plate here in the ninth. Ware is set, the 2-2 on the way, swinging a foul back to the screen. And Balcom putting up a pretty good battle here to start the top of the ninth inning. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Well, this seems like one that really got away from the Quakes at the moment. 2 and 2. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. And he struck him out. Ware strikes out Balcom. 1 man down in the ninth. Here's Baltazar Lopez. Ware 6'5", 220 pounds. Played last year. Split time between here and Tacoma last year as Lopez swings and misses, and the count is 0-1. From Orlando Park, Illinois. And Ware will turn 26 years old in July. No balls, 1 strike, 1 man out. Here's the pitch, and the right-hander deals down low. 1-1 the count. Now Ware shakes off one sign. A high set. Here's the pitch. And Lopez swings and rolls this one foul. Wide of third and down the line. 1-2 the count. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 man out. That ball down the left field line was picked up by Garvey, and he had to throw it back up into the seats. Now Ware looks in, and he's set. The right-hander throws the 1-2 high, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ware with long legs and a very lean and lean is probably the best word to describe Ware on the mound. He kicks and he throws. The 2-2 on the way is low and away, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ware listed as 6'5" on the roster, and he is one of the taller pitchers on this Inland Empire staff, but he's built. 3-2 on the way, swinging a high fly ball down the left field line. That ball is headed up onto the berm. And the count remains full, 3 balls and 2 strikes. 6-3, Quakes trail this one, top of the 9th inning. Their longest losing streak of the season is the one they have right now is 7 games, or it has tied the longest losing streak. And if they lost this game tonight, it would be their longest one of the season to this point. 3-2, 1 man out. Here's the pitch by Ware, and it is outside, ball 4. Lopez walks, and here is Ivan Reyes. Reyes reached on a fielder's choice in the 2nd, hit by a pitch and scored in the 5th, struck out swinging in the 7th. Here's the pitch. Reyes with a big swing and a miss, and the count is 0-1. Now another base runner. The Quakes bring the tying run to the plate, and if Reyes can get on here, Brandon Wood, who is on deck, would represent the tying run. 6-3, Inland Empire, top of the 9th, the 0-1. A little bit high. 1 ball and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Strike called right at the belt. 1-2. Greg Ware is 1-1. In 19 games, he has been effective so far. He has saved 2 of them, a 2.7 ERA. Next pitch, swinging a pop-up foul off to the right and out of play. Or actually off to our left. Right behind the plate. 1 ball, 2 strikes the count. Now in regards to the closing spot for Inland Empire, they have just 6 saves this year as a team. The 1-2 on the way. Curveball, strike 3 called on the inside corner to Reyes. And he is out number 2. And it is now left up to Brandon Wood here in the top half of the 9th. Wood doubled and scored in the 1st. Hit into a fielder's choice in the 2nd. Walked and scored in the 5th. Flied to center in the 7th. Ware from the stretch. The right-hander throws. Wood takes the curveball for a strike, and the count is 0-1. Well, right now, Greg Ware is very effective with this curveball, and he's throwing it on the inner half of the plate to all the Quakes' right-handed hitters. 0-1 the count. It has a very isolating drop to it. Next pitch is a check swing. It's outside, and Wood holds up. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Two men out. Ware throws the pitch. Wood swings and misses. And now the count is 1-2. And the Quakes are down to their final strike. Trying to pull this one off here in the 9th. On deck is Devin Day. 1-2 to Wood. The right-hander deals home. The pitch. Wood swings and pops it up. Right behind the bag at second, Monson, the shortstop, calling for it, backpedaling onto the grass, makes the catch. The ball game is over, and for the 2nd consecutive series, the Quakes are swept. They lose all 8 on this road trip, and the losing streak extends now to 8 games, as Inland Empire has won all 5 against Rancho Cucamonga here at Arrowhead Credit Union Park. The final score tonight, the 66ers 6 and the Quakes 3. We'll come back with the totals for you right after this.
It's your first game. You got your gloves?
Yeah.
Good boy. All right, bright blue sky, beautiful green grass. You know, there's nothing better than baseball in the summer.
I guess.
Hey, where's the peanut guy?
Dad, we're in the living room.
Hooked on a clear picture? Get hooked on Charter HD TV with a picture 5 times sharper than regular TV plus theater quality sound. You'll watch television like never before. Get local channels in high definition with no equipment to buy. Go where satellite can't. Call 1-888-GET-CHARTER and get hooked. Service not available in all areas. Prices may vary.
Tickets at the Epicenter for individual games start as low as $7, and the best seats in the house are only $10. Tickets can be purchased one of 3 easy ways. Over the phone at 909-481-5252, online at rcquakes.com, or in person at the Quakes ticket office. Ticket office hours at the Epicenter are Monday through Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 6 p.m., and on Saturdays from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. On game days, the ticket office stays open from 10 a.m. until the 7th inning of each game. Get your Quakes tickets today.
Well, here are the totals in tonight's ball game. First for the 66ers, 6 runs, 5 hits, no errors. They left 5 men on base. For the Quakes, 3 runs, 4 hits, 4 errors. They left 6 men on base. The winning pitcher in tonight's ball game for the 66ers is Nabaldo Acosta. He is now 2-1 on the year. The loss on the evening goes to Alan Buckley in relief, and that's incorrect. The loss on the night goes to Chris Hunter, and Hunter with the loss, he is now 4-4 on the season. The save in tonight's ball game goes to Greg Ware. It's his 3rd save of the year. And there were no home runs for either ball club in tonight's ball game. Time of the game, 2 hours and 41 minutes here tonight at Arrowhead Credit Union Park. Now for my studio coordinators, John and Josh Souter. This is Jason Anaforian inviting you to stay tuned next for the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Again, the final score, the Inland Empire 66ers wrapping up the sweep. They defeat the Quakes 6-3. The postgame show is next.
Here's the pitch home. Runner breaks. Swinging a fly ball into the center field. Baker having to go on the run. Going back. He's turning, putting on the brakes, and it hits off the base of the wall.
Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball has been brought to you by Vineyard Bank, Laughlin's Convention and Visitors Bureau, Allstate Insurance, Galliano Winery, the City of Rancho Cucamonga Waste Management, Red Roof Inn, Charter Media, Chipotle, Farmer John's, Unilever Food Solutions, the X-Bucks, Yellow Book USA, and Omaha Jets. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the California League affiliate of the defending American League Western Division champion Angels. This is Rancho Cucamonga Quakes Baseball. The Yellow Book USA postgame show is next.
Willits held up around second. Now he's being waved around third. Here comes the throw to the plate, and it's running time. Willits slides in safely.
Termites feasting, fish and tackle, paints and spackle, tubs, jacuzzis, tapes and movies, everything from A to Z. Tile and lumber, tons of plumbers, elevators, coffee makers, radiators, party favors. Take a look and you'll see. The other book.
When it comes to making their buying decisions, people today let their fingers do the walking through Yellow Book Yellow Pages. It's no wonder. Yellow Book's packed with money-saving coupons, restaurant menus, and vital community info. And with more ads than ever before, it has everything you need right at your fingertips. It's easy to spot. Just reach for the Your Directory with the map on the cover. And join the smart shoppers who choose Yellow Book, not the other book. Put your business in Yellow Book. Call 1-800-YB-YELLOW.
The other book.
3-2, 2 outs. Runner goes at first. The pitch is swung on and missed. Skurchbach pumps his fist. The ball game is over, and the Quakes have won it.
Welcome to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in Yellow Book, not the other book. This is Quakes Baseball.
Well, here tonight at Arrowhead Credit Union Park, the Quakes were led by Chris Hunter, who was pitching pretty well in this ball game tonight for Rancho Cucamonga. things fell apart for Chris Hunter in this contest tonight. It fell apart in the 6th inning. The Quakes were out to a 3-0 lead with a RBI hit by Matt Pauley in the first, and then the Quakes added 2 more on the board. A bases-loaded walk to Kendrys Morales in the 5th, and then a sacrifice fly off the bat of Matt Brown that also made it 3-0 at the time. Now, the Quakes had chased the starter in tonight's ballgame, Mikel Martinez, from the ballgame. Martinez had begun to lose control in the 5th inning. A walk to Morales. That was a bases-loaded walk. The Quakes got a run in the 5th inning, or 2 runs in the 5th inning without even getting a base hit. A one-out hit batsman, and then 3 consecutive walks, a sacrifice fly. The sacrifice fly to Brown came against Nibaldo Acosta, and Acosta got the win tonight in this contest, and he did a very good job in earning the win because he came into a situation with the bases loaded and 1 out, and he only allowed 1 run. He only allowed 1 run to score in that situation, or 1 more run to score in the inning, and that made it 3-0. Now, the Quakes were in control of this one, leading 3-0 until the bottom of the 6th, and this is where Hunter got into a little bit of problems. He hit Garcia Parr to lead off the inning. He walked Rogelstad, gave up an RBI single to Eric Monzon. LaHair reached on a fielder's choice for the first out of the inning, putting runners at first and third. After a pop-up to Balentien, up to the plate stepped Carlos Arroyo. He singled. That chased Hunter from the ballgame, but the 4th run came in as Alan Buckley delivered a wild pitch to the plate. With Arroyo at first base with 2 men out, he stole second, moved to third on an error, and in the at-bat to B.J. Garvey, Buckley threw a wild pitch that allowed the 4th run of the inning to come in to score. Now, not to we talked about this on the broadcast, but not to overlook this tonight. There was a triple play turned against the Quakes back in the 4th inning, with Rancho Cucamonga just leading by the score of 1-0. The triple play that was turned was on a foul bunt by Balcom, but there was a highly contested play by the Quakes because the ball took a bounce on the grass. It was a pop-up on a bunt by Balcom with runners at first and second. Runners at first and second, a pop-up on a bunt. LaHair comes in, short hops it, but he was ruled to have caught the ball. Once he was ruled to have caught the ball, he got up. James Rowson was immediately signaling that it hit the ground, but he got up, threw back to first for the second out because the runners had led off and they were just standing on the bases thinking the ball had landed foul. LaHair threw back to first with the second baseman Garcia Parr covering the back for the second out, and then Garcia Parr threw down to short to Monzon to complete the triple play. The play was contested by the Quakes coaching staff, but they lost the argument. So in that inning, the Quakes did not get anybody in, obviously. First and second, nobody out, and the inning ended just like that. They got their other runs, but down 4-3 again with Alan Buckley on the mound in the 8th inning. The Inland Empire added 2 more runs, an RBI double by Wladimir Balentien, and Carlos Arroyo was given credit for an infield hit that brought in a second run of the inning and a 6th run of the night for Inland Empire. And in the 9th, the Quakes got a 1-out walk with Baltazar Lopez at the plate, but they were unable to really do anything after the 5th inning offensively as a ball club. They were held hitless. Actually, after the 4th, they had 4 hits through 4 innings, and they did not have a hit after Bobby Wilson singled to left with nobody out in the 4th. So a tough night for the Quakes. The losing streak is now at 8. It is the longest losing streak of the season for Rancho Cucamonga. Final score here tonight, the Quakes dropped this one to the 66ers 6-3. That'll do it here for the broadcast tonight. For my studio coordinators, John and Josh Souter, this is Jason Anaforian reminding you that tomorrow's broadcast is a tape delay following Long Beach State baseball. Long Beach State baseball tomorrow, following at 7 o'clock, the Quakes will follow right after that. will be possibly tape delayed on Saturday. Stay tuned for more information on that. It all depends upon the outcome of the Long Beach State ball game on Friday night. And then on Sunday afternoon, we will be live again, 2 o'clock. Lancaster comes to town tomorrow. Remember, the ticket office opens at 10 o'clock. So make your plans to be with us for Quakes baseball tomorrow night, as the Quakes will return home after this road trip. And they're in some need of some home cooking, to say the least, as they lose all 8 on this commuter road trip. 4 at Lancaster, 4 at Inland Empire. That'll do it again. The final score, Inland Empire 6, the Rancho Cucamonga Quakes 3. Have a good night, everybody.
Here's the windup and the pitch to the plate. Swung on, hit to right field. Pretty well. Melgarejo back at the track with room. Reaches out to his left. He makes the catch. The ball game is over, and John Toledo's the man of the day.
You've been listening to the Yellow Book USA postgame show. Look your information up in Yellow Book, not the other book. KWRM 1370 is the radio home to the W American League Western Division champion Angels. This has been Quakes Baseball.